Hello, Nephillians. How is everybody? Did you miss me? My goodness. This is working, right? Right? There it goes. Maybe. Okay. Hope you're ready. This is being scuffardy today. Let's go.
Gee, wait a minute.
No,
Actually, it's not though.
it's not. Feature's
No,
not
no,
your
no.
top viewer.
No, Feature is my top viewer, but the because I said I was sure that like all my I was just like Feature's 10 bots are like all my female viewers, but I'm like actually I've only got like 5 male viewers.
Yeah, I remember you saying something about that a couple months ago.
Yeah, I sort of wrote it off afterwards about as just feature bots.
Oh.
I think Feature's live right now, actually.
Yeah, I think she's with EBI.
Yeah, they were playing a spooky game of some sort. Kami's disappeared. Teach has disappeared now. I give up.
Wow.
Dummy.
I can see everyone.
I could, and then it just everybody went away, and only Leon and Fray have returned.
Hello there.
Oh.
Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again?
Yeah, that's what broke it in the first place.
Oh. Well, that's a noob.
Oh wow.
Delay in my voice. I think it's Tailspire.
I'll fix it later.
Have you tried just plugging it out and then just plugging it back in?
Yeah, just unplug your computer.
Yeah.
A startup would take way too long if I did that.
Relatable.
If you delete the center, the central processing unit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That helps as well.
Have you tried unclipping the RAM and then blowing on it to make sure there's no dust?
Well, I haven't checked to see if there's any cookies inside my case.
Yeah, maybe the cookies have gone stale. Oh, I used to call caches quiches as well. That's actually, is quiche just an Irish thing or is it an everywhere thing?
No, I know what a quiche is.
Oh, okay, so
I've made one before.
Cool.
I thought they were like German.
Oh, okay, even better.
I don't know
remember
them
one
for
food
sure.
that like no one had. I'm trying to think of it. It was like there was this one food that was just apparently just Irish. Oh, well no, it's not. It wasn't just Irish. It was just not in England. They don't have jambons in England.
What's a jambon?
Oh,
Wait, I don't know what that
jambons
is.
either?
So.
Wait a minute.
Unless it's of another name, perhaps.
Jambon. Let me see. So they're like, they're an Irish thing. So basically, it's like cheese and like bacon bits inside a pastry that kind of like folds in on itself, so it looks like a little flour. But it's like, so yeah. So picture, do you know those?
Hi Zero,
when
thank you
put
for the
spud in
sub.
oven,
Resub.
you get just
How
a
are you
little spud,
doing?
And you've got like the little cut, and then you put the butter inside. But instead of
Hopefully,
butter,
audio and everything's good.
Pastry, and inside is filled with cheese and bacon bits.
I'm having some major scuff with the stream elements
You have
tonight.
things that sound like that, but I've never heard that term.
Thanks, Pastry. I appreciate it. You have
Maybe
a good night.
Because obviously a lot of Irish people went to America, so
It sounds delicious.
it is.
Personally, I like a good cheese and sausage inside pastry.
Sausage inside pastry. Is that like pig in a blanket? No, that's bacon.
Well, I appreciate you coming in to say hi, Zero. I hope you're having fun.
Called-
it would probably be, well, I mean, it depends on how you make it, because, oh, what's the term for it? I mean, some are like pizza, except as a wrap, because that's the thing. And there's others too, but I forget exactly what the term is for those. But there's a lot of things that count like that. I mean,
Gosh, I really do want to go to
Stromboli
America,
is kind of
'cause-
like that.
'cause apparently, your guys like everything is expensive in America except for except for food. Apparently.
Well, that depends on what you get. If you get, crappy processed foods, those are usually fairly cheap.
Yeah, like
Um,
fast food. I only eat fast food. It's the only way I can keep my body fat above 7%. Sag.
okay.
Yeah, stuff that's good
not
for you
upon
is
my hat.
expensive.
Oh yeah, that like organic, quote unquote.
No, like just even vegetables, regular fruits and
really?
vegetables are more expensive than say you go out. You could buy a cheeseburger for like
Like how much would a head of lettuce be?
like
Last time I went, it was about like $3.
yeah, to like the
What?
three. Well, that would be like what, $3.50 or $4 in euro, right? Something like that.
No,
Yeah.
euros are worth more. So it would be around. It would be around. That's around 250 euros. If it's
Oh.
$3, it's
Yeah.
around 250
Yeah,
euro.
250.
But we get those for like 30, 50 cents.
Oh my god.
Like
Yeah, you're right.
And here's the kicker. I actually live in a farming area. I can go and talk to, like, a lot of the farms
I mean, are the
that
farms at
actually
least getting money for it?
provide. I mean, I have no idea what they make, but some of them sell on the side, and they sort of undercut the market a little.
Lad, holy
But
crap!
not much.
Imagine paying
But not
$250
much.
for a head of lettuce.
I mean,
Stop.
It's not just
If-
lettuce though; it's everything.
Yeah, it's
Oh, wait,
everything.
What about a cucumber? So we get cucumber like in little for like 12 cents,
Oh,
wouldn't we?
Yeah.
like a $1 or $2 for a pack of 2 of them at the grocery store here.
Dollar. Yeah, that's still like.
I mean,
That's still substantially more expensive. That's stupid, man. Oh my God.
well, I happen to have a small garden, so I
Yeah,
actually
is that why
make
gardening's so
like
big
cucumbers.
Is that why gardening's such a big thing in like America? Like I see a load of
I
people
mean,
like the big
It
vegetable gardens.
depends. It depends. It's convenient. Though I don't get a lot. I don't have a lot of space.
Okay.
So, I could have more space, but unfortunately,
Yo,
I don't
wait,
think I'd
wait,
want to
you're
take the
telling
time
me.
for that.
Wait, you're telling me. So if you wanted, if you didn't have anything in your fridges, and you wanted to make a burger, and you'd have to go, you'd buy the patty, which I assume is probably cheaper over there. But then the lettuce and tomatoes would set you back. How much would a 6-pack of tomatoes be?
It
Or do
depends.
they
It's
only do
usually
it
by
in-
weight. I mean, last time I was there, it was like a couple of bucks a pound. So,
Pound.
hang on. I'll give you some
Yggy.
actual prices.
Half a kilo. I mean, half a kilo of tomatoes isn't. That's a lot of tomatoes, isn't it?
I mean, it's usually like
How much tomatoes feels like a lot.
4
of
to
tomatoes.
6, depending on how big they
Oh,
are.
never mind. 4 to 6 for a couple. Yeah, that's literally twice the price. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Okay.
Hang on.
I
Okay,
need to
come on.
remember. Okay. And then also, Neff, did you manage to get the
Really?
thing working?
It's on. I just gave up on Stream Elements, so I'm on. Good.
Pog.
You.
And everybody came back, so everyone's on the screen now at least.
Hello. Hello there.
Well, hello there.
Well, hello there.
Hello.
Okay.
ND5E. Let's go.
Alright. So,
You guys
I
ready?
just checked. At my local store, a head of iceberg lettuce is $1.49.
Okay, that's a bit better.
But that's a little bit cheaper than it usually is.
That's a bit better. That's a bit
Mhm.
better. But you, like you said, you're in a farming area, so.
Yeah.
But I mean, still, that's still really expensive.
Oh. Okay. I think this is why. That's the non-organic
Oh,
iceberg lettuce.
yeah, that's still twice the
Organic
price.
iceberg lettuce is $3.
Oh. Oh, the pain. Oh my gosh.
Don't ask me what the difference is. They even look identical in the picture.
A
Fine.
lot of time,
It's organic.
there's actually, it's such a loose term that you can abuse it pretty easily. Just the term organic.
Yeah.
So, yeah, many a YouTube documentary on the topic. All right, guys, shall we get started?
I'm ready.
Sure.
All right.
Yes, sir.
I guess we are probably due a nice recap,
Yeah.
but especially since we have a new person with us today.
Yay.
Awesome.
Hi, everyone.
So let me I should probably just have your stuff, your streams open in the background so I can see stuff. Anyway, so when we last left off, the team found themselves basically on the verge of death at the
Yay.
hands of a very big, very. Actually, it wasn't even the monster that was that bad. It was the gas. The gas kind of.
Yes. The gas killed us.
Poison
So,
it up.
unfortunately, the party succumbed to environmental damage. They're mortally wounded. However, that is not the end of the story. But before we go and start off where we left off, we might as well go back to the beginning. Just briefly.
God.
I don't want to. No, sorry. Our story started with a town in peril, or peril, depending on how you pronounce it. The town was being overrun by strange creatures, undead in appearance, but not undead in nature, as well as a strange, large, humanoid beast, which ended up with our unlikely band of heroes, which consisted at that time of Artend, the dragonborn barbarian, Astrid, the dragonborn sorceress, and Bishara, our not a human. What remind me of exactly what the race is, because I remember it's a bit obscure. It was the dream thingy, wasn't it?
It is Kalashtar.
The Kalashtar cleric. And at that time, we also had Tortal, the Tortal warlock. After meeting up through various means, the party found themselves boarded up in a house with this humanoid beast attempting to get in and, in want of a word, huff and puff and blow the house down. However, the team was able to stall just enough for the town's guard to come and find them. No beast in sight. However, they were able to escort the party to the town hall, which was being used as a temporary form of refuge for all surviving members of the town. However, upon being brought there, the party was escorted up to meet the captain of the city. I believe his name was Commander Pax. And he informed the party that the city would not hold out for much longer. And they were given the important mission of heading towards the main city of Theo, which this town was technically under the protection of. However, for some strange reason, reinforcements weren't coming from the town, and the team was sent. The team was sent on a mission to figure out why, and/or find clues on what these creatures were, and basically if there was any way to stop them. Upon traveling, the group discovered what at first was supposed to be a temple of the goddess, whose name I should have. Goddess of Joy, I believe. D&D goddess of joy. Lyra. The goddess Lyra.
Yep.
However, when they arrived, what they found resembled more of a graveyard, as well as a dark, ominous presence that lay dormant underneath. The team decided that it would be worth to exploring there for various reasons. Some sought to cleanse what was supposed to be holy ground of this dark presence. Others simply sought knowledge, perhaps a clue as to what's going on out in the world. I should probably also mention that the world is not like the world we know. This world is one where the sun has long since extinguished, and large floating orbs circle the skies, casting a permanent twilight on the earth below. And ever since recently, more and more of these creatures, these mold, as they were called, the ones that were attacking the village, have been appearing more and more frequently. Upon entering the dungeon, or upon entering the temple, the team was able to find out that it was some sort of facility. Some kind of experiment was happening, and it was using hundreds of test subjects. Many of their names engraved in 2 stones above, with one distinct one missing. The original, or the number 1. Yes, all of the patients were referred to mainly by number. The only reason they knew their names was through the files they uncovered upon exploring the dungeon. The only one that they weren't able to find any information on was patient number 1. And upon journeying deeper and deeper, the team was able to uncover several little secrets, one of which was a strange room with a cloaked figure sitting ominously inside, that the team decided to leave be, which was probably a good call, as they proceeded further into the dungeon. And that is where they met their fate, at the hands of a large eldritch beast, large monstrosity, spewing noxious gas and summoning rather large tentacles to ruin the party's day. And that brings us to where we are right now. The party wakes up inside what looks like a rather shoddy tent. They remembered a few things from the time before. They remembered at first a few of them that had regained some form of consciousness. Remember waking up inside the dungeon, inside the room where the cloaked figure was standing. However, brush with death's door is not so easily recovered, as many of those who did wake up would have merely passed out for whoever knows how long. At this point, I want all of you to, and don't worry, this isn't what you think it is, but I want the four of you, or not the four of you, for now the three of you, to roll initiative. Don't worry, it's not a battle. I just need this.
Don't trust
All right.
Well, I got
Well.
a 20.
Well,
Hey.
guaranteed. This is gonna be like the only 20 we get. This. Yep. Oh dear.
Yo.
Okay, 18. Okay. So anyway, Vishara. At this point, you're the first to awaken. You look around. You see that you're in some sort of crudely built tent. The walls of the tent seem to be made of what look like a mixture of tattered fabric and what looks like animal skin. The spokes which hold up the tent are just some crude branches. All in all, it's a very, very sort of slapdash, put together kind of tent. You look around and you see two dragonborn bodies just lying next to you. They seem to be breathing, but you see they're in very bad state. However, their wounds and such have been bandaged, as well as their wounds have been bandaged. You also notice the smell of herbs. So a sort of very, very crude herbal medicine seems to have been applied to them. Suddenly, you turn around. Your vision's still a bit blurry, and you see a hand sort of reaching towards you, and inside it seems to just be a bowl, a large kind of wooden sort of just dug out bowl, filled with water. You look inside. You accept it with both hands. As it comes towards you, you're able to sort of see your reflection in it. And since it's been a long, long time, I'd like you to describe yourself. Describe what you see in your reflection.
Oh, wow.
It's been a long time, so I might as well.
It has. It has. So, Vishara is, basically human, though she has silver eyes and red hair, and she's kind of pale. Well, it's actually not exactly like pale. It's like someone who's naturally pale
Phrase
who
of
has a
my
slight
sus.
tan. If that makes any sense.
An Irish person in the summer. No,
Kinda.
no, you're just burned.
to be bad form this time.
But she wears a rather impressive suit of scale mail. In that she always keeps it nicely clean. And she has a tabard that goes over that, which is also red, with a few personal effects that she wears. And is there anything else? Oh, her shield. Her shield has a cloth overlay, which has the symbol of her goddess on it. That's important. But I think that mostly describes what she looks like.
Awesome. So, At this point, how do you react to the strange hand handing you a bowl of water? I'll leave that up to you.
Well, she's a little taken aback and startled by the sudden bowl in her face. However, after a second or two, she takes the bowl and she takes a sip.
Awesome. It's at that moment you just realize just how dehydrated you are. Like the water almost hurts as it travels down your throat, almost as if it's traveling across sandpaper. You're in very bad form. A voice, a deep voice, you hear say the words,
You're lucky. I found you when I did.
It seems kind of distorted, kind of crackly, almost inhuman. And as that voice sort of fills the room, our next adventure comes to Artund. Your head really hurts. It's pounding. It's like your worst ever hangover times 2. You sort of open your eyes, but it almost hurts. Your eyes are super sensitive to the light. The light being just a few, what you can assume by their flickering, a few crude torches, just kind of strung up alongside the frame supporting the tent, almost worryingly close to the ceiling, mind you. You sort of look around, you see a few blobs, a few shapes. Your head still kind of hurts quite a lot, but you sort of, as you sit yourself up, you feel something trickle down your face, and you sort of put your hand against your forehead, and you sort of pull it back and examine your hand, and you see just like quite a bit of red, quite a bit of blood. And as your vision comes true, you see there's so much in your hand that you're actually almost able to see your reflection in it. It's quite a lot. It's like almost a little pool. And now I would like you to tell us what you see in your reflection.
Scales. Lots and lots of scales. I am a very reptilian-looking being, almost like a dragon.
Hey,
with
Peter.
scales on
How's
two
it going?
feet,
How'd your stream go?
with arms and opposable thumbs. Very bronze-colored scales and a big, wide grin that has lots of teeth.
Well, that was the whole goal, wasn't it? To be scary.
What would you call that?
Grimace?
The mouth. Yeah, that works. And I'm completely bald. I remember that I am also mostly naked because I'm a barbarian. So,
Ooh, a big
all
puzzle.
I have is some cloth around my waist.
Perfect.
That's really all that you need to.
How about horns? Well, what do your horns look like, if any, if you have any?
I actually do, and there's 2, one on each side, right behind the eyes, like right above the eyes, going back, and then curving. They're straight, and then they curve inwards towards the center of the scalp.
Okay, perfect. And now at this point, you're able to regain most of your vision. You're still at this point, adrenaline is starting to kick in, so you're able to sort of move a little bit despite your really bad wound.
Ended on the puzzle for
sort
next
of
week.
Your body is
Makes sense.
aching.
I
Every
haven't
bone
really
in your
played
body
that game,
aches
so I
as you
don't
try
know
to
how
move.
it works really.
As you sort of look up, you see Astrid, still laying on what looks like a bed mat, like a bedroll. And you see Vishara drinking what looks like a bowl of water, as well as above her a large ominous figure covered in tattered robes, as you suddenly hear the voice. It doesn't even turn to look at you. All you hear is say,
You shouldn't be moving yet.
it says in a crackly, distorted, borderline demonic kind of voice. It's unsettling at first, but how do you react?
I would just listen and go with it. If he wanted me to, he would have not woke me. He would have done the deed when I was out cold. I'm assuming it's a he because it's very, very beastly and manly and
Evil sounding.
Yeah, I would have stabbed myself if I was, wanting to kill me. I would have done it when I was sleeping. Just saying.
Are you saying that like to me or to him?
No, I'm saying it to you.
Okay.
That's what I would be thinking.
Okay.
Is that I would have stabbed myself when I was unable to do anything.
Okay, that's fair. That's a very fair distinction. Very fair observation. All right. So at this point, you sort of lie back and you just take thing's advice. It sort of moves over towards you. You sort of feel its presence move towards you, and you sort of feel it. It doesn't hurt that much. It seems to be very delicate, and it just sort of starts changing the bandages on your head. You open your eyes for a little bit and catch a glimpse of what looks like almost a shrunken limb, if you get what I mean, like a shrunken head has been kind of shrunk. Its skin sort of clings to its bone. The flesh is a strange sort of reddish black color, as it sort of meticulously but gently changes the bandages around your head. That's the wound that's opened up that you felt. And finally, the last adventure. To Astrid, you sort of try to open your eyes, but it's almost as if they're glued shut. It's almost as if you aren't in a lot of pain. You're able to move your arms and your legs. They do hurt, but you're not in total agony. However, you feel as though it's almost as if there's something stopping your eyes from opening. Almost as if like, I don't know if any of you guys have ever had a sty on your eye. It's exactly the same feeling once it pops. Is currently where you're at right now. How do you react to this?
Since I can move my arms, I'm gonna reach up to my eyes and feel like if there's something on them, like something wrapped on them.
You feel what feel like bandages, some like cloth, some fabric on your covered across your eyes.
I'm gonna try to take them off.
Right. So you sort of slowly start unwrapping them. You feel like on your eyes was there was some sort of almost some sort of paste. You're not really able to. Well, obviously.
Hi, Bean. How are you guys doing?
But you slowly scrape it out, and then you sort of open your eyes, and you turn to your right, and you see. Oh, first you turn to your. Yeah, you're right, and you see Vishara kind of just drinking from a bowl of water, just looking quite beaten up. And to the right and to the left, you see at first what looks like the legs or the bottom half of what looked like Artand, as well as this large figure about 7 foot tall, sort of hunched over him. What you see is like almost skeletal fingers, sort of doing something around Artand's head. You sort of look around and you see just different sort of, while some of its body seems to be sort of devoid of flesh, devoid of anything human, other parts of the body seem to swell up large clumps and boils of flesh. It's sort of as it turns its head left and right, you see it seems to have 3 eyes as far as you can see, with strange sort of slits underneath each, almost as if there are potentially more eyes that are just has closed. The top of its face, apart from that, looks almost human, though a little bit skinny. But everything below the lower jaw seems to just be shrunken and squished up, almost. And you can just see its almost its bare jawbone and all its lower teeth, just exposed.
Oh.
How do you react to seeing this thing just hovering over Artund?
I'm gonna like try to maybe like lift up a little bit. Then I'm gonna turn to it and be like, "It's you," to it.
Okay. All right. So at this point, it says,
You were all very lucky. I found you when I did.
he says, as he just he repeats what he told Vishara as he continues to, at this point, you're able to see that he's changing the bandages out of, from Artund.
I'm gonna heave a pretty heavy sigh of relief that they're both okay. And I'm gonna look at the creature and I'm gonna say, "Thank you. Is there anything I can do to repay you or assist you for this kindness you have shown us?"
He sort of looks at you guys. He after he sort of tightens up and finishes up binding the forehead and wrapping on Artund, he sort of steps back and just looks at the 3 of you and he says,
You freed me from centuries of capture. This was my way of paying you back.
he says, and as he does, you sort of hear the bones around sort of clicking, and as he sort of steps back, he says,
You 3 are destined to save us all. But you must get stronger.
he says, if you guys understood. I don't know. I don't know how easy it is to understand the voice.
Yeah, I understood.
I'm just questioning how long you can maintain that.
Oh, it's it's pretty rough. It's just talking, but you're breathing in instead of breathing out.
Yeah.
Some different questions.
So, at this point, what would you guys like to do?
I would personally like to ask it what the heck it means by destined.
Thank you, Kyle. I
He looks and he
appreciate
says,
it. And hello, Noko. I'm happy to be
was
back.
a researcher for the cult on the Black Hand.
he says.
You're fine, Noko.
He
Don't worry
then
about
looks
it.
at the 3 of you and he says,
Upon being trapped inside the temple, I learned a lot about purpose, about why it was created, and the stories of the people who would one day rise up can't stop.
It. He says. He says,
I can't talk for much more. Energy running out.
he sort of, for my own sake here, he sort of takes out what looks like an old parchment paper, and he begins to write. And he says, he sort of draws, he starts to draw a picture for you guys. It's quite elaborate. His hand begins to move. It's almost a blur. And you see
Midterms are
what looks
rough.
like several. He starts by drawing what looks like several spheres in the sky that you assume are the large spores, the large orbs that light up the world, sort of surrounding you guys. Several of them crashed into the ground behind you. The three of you sort of standing over one of them with a large crack inside it, with what looks like a hand sticking out of the orb. However, there is a fourth person with you. You don't really recognize them. In fact, the person, this creature has drawn all of you in detail, but this person seems to be shrouded in shadow. And he just hands you the paper. He hands you guys the parchment. What would you guys? How do you guys react?
Can I make like a, I don't know if it would be like an arcana or like a religion to check to see if I've seen this before somewhere?
The particular drawing?
Mm-hmm. Because it's supposed to be like
Sure.
a prophecy or something, right?
Yeah, sure. Roll. This would just be. Yeah. Actually, roll. Give me an arcane check on this, because
Alright.
just from your studies and your travels.
It's an 8 plus 4, so 12.
So what you do remember is you've actually seen this particular drawing, not to this level of detail, in an old text that you found in search of your family heirloom. In fact, this particular parchment that you had found was one of your last leads on the location of your family heirloom. Something you'd uncovered, something about its past, one of the reasons it was created. And apart from that, you're not able to tell too much as far as you're concerned. It was extremely old. It was as old as the heirloom itself, this tapestry. And that's the only place you remember it from.
Okay.
All right. The creature. Would you guys like to ask it anything else? Or
Any questions? But since I knew medicine, can I check myself out?
yeah, sure. Give us a med check.
24.
What?
Oh, wow.
You got a 4.
I rolled an 18
Oh, you rolled an 18. Okay.
with
Okay.
a +6. So
Oh,
Wow.
24.
24.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you sort of look at your wounds, and you see they were bandaged quite well. Though, you sort of, as you're examining it, you realize what you're able to really tell is that you guys were in extremely bad shape. Especially, your breathing seems to be slightly off. You guys are still recovering quite a bit. you guys are currently, from what you can tell, recovered enough to you're about halfway to being fully healthy. If I were to try my best to stay immersive there, if you guys are getting what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think so.
All right. And yeah, but apart from that, you see that the herbal medicine that they administered seems to be made from just a load of like local herbs. And yeah, but apart from that, you are doing good. No long term damage was done as far as you're concerned, at least externally.
So there's a second part to that.
Mhm.
Since we are definitely injured, can I cast Prayer of Healing?
Sure.
Okay. I start to chant. It's gonna be a little while. Takes 10
Yeah.
minutes to cast. So,
It takes 10 minutes to cast.
yes. It's a ritual.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay, that's fair. As you start to chant, the creature sort of looks towards you guys and it says,
The answers you seek lie deeper inside. Find her. Find Ilya.
or wait, Lyra, not Ilya.
Lyra. In the belly of the temple.
He says. And finally he says,
There is one more. One more who can aid you. He was but a child. He is found in the encampment to the south. He didn't guide you through the temple. A boy with a star-shaped birthmark on his hand.
So if you guys didn't understand that, because I kind of butchered that, he said that there was, the answers that you seek are at the heart of the temple to find Lyra. However, you guys are currently, there is one more who can help you in this endeavor. A boy with a boy with a star-shaped tattoo on his hand in the the cult of the Black Hands camp towards the, well, he said south. You guys aren't really sure where you guys are right now.
I'm gonna ask him if he can point us in the direction. I'm gonna say, I'm sorry, I don't know where exactly we are in relation to that.
He sort of nods, and he opens the tent. In the very, very distant, you can see the temple. You can sort of see the remains of it. You also see this purple haze that's sort of begun to envelop at the outside of it. And he sort of points.
All right, no problem, Feature.
Sort of
Thanks for
facing the
stopping
temple.
by.
He sort of points left, and he alerts you. And actually, in the distance, you're able to see a faint glow.
Okay.
Because it's also like, I was about to say it's not nighttime, but it's permanent twilight time. So I guess that always helps.
Yeah.
All right. Have you guys?
I'm gonna ask him if he knows what happened to the temple, why it's been taken over by this evil presence.
He looks and he says,
My student will know more, but I can at least tell you And this was meant to be the birthplace of
I can't do it. I physically can't. Spore.
spore.
Oh, that's it.
Spore. However, it was incomplete.
Oh my gosh, that's so much scarier. Holy crap. But yeah, he says,
Find him.
is what he says.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you again for your help
He's-
and for tending to my allies. We wouldn't have made it if not for you.
He says, he also says, he's sort of under his breath. He says, give my condolences. He says it's kind of under his, yeah, I'm just gonna use my normal voice.
You're fine. You're fine. Go for it.
He sort of says under his breath, give my condolences to my student. I cannot face him after. Sorry, he pulls off his hood, and you actually see that he's some form of mutated form of the, do you know those ghouls that you guys fought?
Yes.
He says, centuries ago, he found himself trapped within, he said, oh wait, no, he says, give my condolences to, or give my regards to my student. I cannot face him after what I have become. Centuries ago, I found myself trapped inside that room where you freed me with more of those Cult of the Black Hand members. I myself was just a researcher among the ranks. When the door started closing, I was able to push my student out. However, once it closed, the influence of the incomplete spore began to take a hold of us. We lost our humanity, becoming mere zombie-like creatures before hunger caused us to turn on one another. We ate and we devoured. I'm merely the one who ate more than the rest. After a few centuries, I was able to regain my intelligence, but that doesn't change the fact that I did what a human should never do, until I find a way to at least reverse how I look. You shall find me wandering. Perhaps I shall even be watching your adventures from afar, he says.
Has he given us his name?
No, not yet.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna say, well, I wish you the very best, and I hope you succeed. I will definitely pass on your words to your student. May I ask your name?
He nods and he says, once I open my notes, he nods and he looks and he says, I am Fordrin the Wise. At least that's what he will know me as.
Well, thank you, Fortune, again for what you have done, and you may rest assured that I will pass on your message to your student.
He nods as he sort of heads back into the little tent. At this point, I think we can assume as well that, like, between him drawing and, like, going outside and showing you where things are in the conversation, that about 10 minutes have passed.
Okay. Well then, we all heal 16 HP.
Oh, wow. That is pretty good.
Oh, nice! I'm at full
It's
health
almost
now.
max.
All right. So, what you guys up to?
I'm gonna go back inside the tent and see if Artund and my brain is blanking on what Kami's character is called.
Bishara.
Vishara. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna see if Vishara and Artund are feeling stable enough to leave, and I'm going to brief them on what Fordrin told me
Right,
outside.
go on. The floor is yours.
Okay. So we've been asked to find Fordrin's student, and I have a message to pass on with them. We need to go to this encampment, which is run by, I believe he said the Black Hand?
The Call to the Black Hand.
Cult of the Black Hand, and there is a boy there who has a star-shaped birthmark that will help us in our goals. And I believe he is the one that was drawn on this picture of this prophecy. I don't know about you two, but I believe that this is meant to be. I believe this was fate, that we have been brought together, and I feel like we should, at least for now, continue on together, if you so wish it.
Well, I have no better ideas, so I'll go along with that.
Arton?
I'm gonna agree with it. I would probably stick with her even if we didn't do this journey.
Arton's not allowed to leave.
Arton tied down, confirmed.
I do have one question for the DM though.
Mhm.
If we die, so shouldn't my HP have been like 0?
But this guy basically saved you guys the death door. So while you
Yeah.
guys would have been, so I always say that, and you guys have also been out for a while recovering, which he probably would have told you. It's you guys have been sitting in recovery, and he's been kind of tending to your guys for a while. So a lot of time has passed since then.
Okay, because I don't remember how much health I had.
Oh yeah. So Kami sort of checked, and I
Mhm.
said that you guys were at half HP.
Okay.
At this point, and then Kami healed you for a further 16.
Okay, that's full health for me then,
Awesome.
I believe.
It should be for all of us, because we're low level enough. Which is
Perfect.
why I did that.
Thank you for that.
No problem.
So you guys have decided to head towards the village, correct?
Yes, I believe so.
So at this
Wherever it
point, we're
is.
going to cut to in what looks like a rather gloomy stone cell with what looks like some straw covering the floor below, and the faint sound of dripping water, with metal bars sealing the exits and the windows. A figure sits, shivering, covered in a little rag. They sort of they hear footsteps outside the cell as what looks like this very crude sort of stone bowl is kind of tossed in. And they sort of look in and see this very watery soup. They hear the guards say, "Eat up. This is probably going to be one of your last meals, so enjoy it. I made it myself." They kind of see that it doesn't look good. it doesn't look that good. It seems to be kind of just this mismatch of a lot of random things, and they don't know if the guard was genuinely trying to be nice or if this is some sort of sick joke, and if they just can't cook. But anyway, as they look into the bowl, somewhere in this cell, Teach, do you mind describing what your character looks like?
absolutely. So my character is thick silver hair with a thick beard. For race wise, would give it like a Fairbjork, spoonish shaped nose, and wearing rags, torn, tattered Latin rags, bare feet. He's just huddled up in the corner. He has his arm locked in like a fetal position, but like up straight, and he's looking himself into the bowl, and he doesn't recognize the man that is in that bowl. Just a hollow shell.
Oof. Awesome. So at this point, the gang, the three adventurers, had set out towards this village. And oh yeah, sorry, I almost forgot. So Teach, is there anything you'd like to do to sort of bide your time? The guard is also standing by the door, so you can ask him questions and stuff if you want.
Alright. Is this some sick joke you're pulling on me?
He says,
The guard
what do you mean?
doesn't look too appetizing for a final meal.
He says, he sort of looks, and you see, roll a perception check. No, roll perception. I'll say it's perception. I know it shouldn't be, but it's perception in my book.
Sorry, just get the numbers there.
No worries. Gotta get your first roll. Gotta break you in, you know.
Nice. 7.
um,
I'm just in a day like I'm just deprived of food, so I don't really.
No, I was looking at your freaking Waylord picture. It's so you sort of look at his face. He seems kind of offended, but he kind of just says, "Just eat up." He says, "As far as I'm concerned, kid, you were just the wrong place, the wrong time." He says as he slowly begins to walk away.
Wrong place, the wrong time, huh? Story of my life.
All right. Awesome. So, now at this point, while that's happening, the adventurers sort of are walking towards the town. You guys are still a bit, well, you're fully healed, physically, but mentally, it still kind of weighs down on you guys that you guys basically just died. And allow the DM to roll this d20. Yeah, okay. Nothing too interesting happens. While you guys are heading towards the town, you see a few of those zombie-like creatures, but they seem to be just kind of staggering aimlessly towards the woods, around the woods, the wooded areas. You guys are able to avoid them quite easily. I want the three of you to roll a survival check.
Oof. I got a 9.
Oof. Neff got
23.
okay.
And I need to roll for Leon as well. His mouse just died.
Oh, rip. No worries.
Oh, okay. 18.
wow. Just make Neff roll all the rolls. Okay. So
Neff, can you do mine as well?
Well, I had 3 near maxes in a row. I would do 1 fail.
That's fair. So at this point, you guys see the village in the distance. However, you look around and you sort of lose sight of Vishara for a split second. However, you're able to quickly regroup following the sound of her loud gale mail crying through the woods. And you're able to regroup, and you find yourself in front of what was supposed to be a little camp, a little encampment, is now what looks like is instead a large, what looks like a small walled settlement.
Oh yeah, I'm always
few
having
houses
fun
within.
with D&D.
Let me just bring you. Oh, what the heck? What the heck? Oh, there.
No
Just move you
worries.
guys
I'm
over
sure
there.
you'll do fine. I also don't think I ever described what my character looks like.
All right.
I think everybody else did
You
except
see
for
in front of
me.
you is a large locked steel door,
Welcome back, feature.
or maybe not steel. It's probably just crude iron. For anyone who's interested in that kind of thing.
It's a sturdy looking door.
You guys also see. Actually, what's all your passive perceptions?
14.
12.
14. Oh, okay. Okay. Do all of you have over 12?
I have 12.
Okay, that's fine. So you guys see up on top.
I have 11.
Okay, you guys are all pretty high. That's still fine. You guys see that
I
atop
mean,
the
I don't
walls,
care if you drink
there
another
seem to be
monster,
some guys
feature.
watching, and they seem to have their bows drawn and they're pointed at you guys.
But it is really late for you too. So. I'm gonna slowly approach the door with my hands up and tell them that we are just weary travelers passing through, and ask if there is a way we can take shelter inside.
One of them says, "Weary travelers, you say?" He looks at his friend. What did the chief say about letting people in again? He said, I believe it was something along the lines of, as long as they don't look like monsters. And the other guy sort of looks over and he's like, 2 of them kind of do. And then the guy says, I don't think he meant. He sort of sighs. Roll a charisma check, or I'll say flat. Persuasion. Because you're not lying, so it's not deception. Yeah. Persuasion check.
Persuasion check. Okay. 25.
God damn.
I was hoping you'd pick that one.
Oh, that's a nat 20 as well.
It is, yes.
All right. The guy says. The guy walks over and he sort of climbs down.
All right, feature. Hope you have a good nap.
So
Sleep well.
you see them both sort of climb down. And suddenly the doors in front of you. The doors in front of you open. Oh, look at that. That was fancy, wasn't it?
Ooh, very fancy.
And you guys are let in. One guy, you see the 2 men sort of standing by the gate. One walks over to the other guy and he sort of smacks him in the back of the head and he says, "Apologize." And he said, "Why am I apologizing?" It's like, you called them monsters. You kind of got to apologize. This one walks over and he looks over and he says, "I'm sorry for what I said. Welcome to the settlement. Welcome to the town. It's not really much of a town, nor is it much of a settlement, but it's home. Welcome to First Spice. First Spice. FIRSPICE. First Spice." He says, "Is there anything we can do for you?" As apologies.
Mishara considers for a bit, and then decides to ask, "You wouldn't happen to know anyone with some birthmarks on their hand.
Birthmarks. Actually, the tavern keep has a very distinct birthmark on their hand. They don't like showing it to people though, so I've only heard the rumors. So you'll probably have to go ask them yourself. But apart from that, that's the only one I can think of.
Thanks.
He nods and he sort of just goes back to his post. And the door behind you closes. Oh, that's so cool.
That's fancy.
All right. It is very fancy. So you guys look around and you see that the town the village itself is quite small with only a few houses surrounding a sort of central market square. You see a few crops of a few plots of land used primarily for what you see a few heads of lettuce grown and some pumpkins. But apart from that, most people in the town seem to be indoors or resting. You guys know that so just because the world is in this permanent state of twilight, most settlements have sort of their own sort of biological clocks. In want of word, they sort of have designated times to sleep, and they can be very different. So this seems to be quiet hour for this town. You also see that at the very end, not at the very end, sorry. So like the first upon, are you guys gonna? So yeah, once you guys sort of walk closer, you see a large building that you identify as. One second. Ooh. The tavern is the first building to your left. A large sign above it, calling it the Howling. What was it? The Howling Seal. As well as that, you see many little general shops around, as well as a blacksmith.
Hey.
It seems to have all your necessities, all your basic necessities in a little town.
Well, we do have a tip on someone with a hand birthmark.
Yeah, if I say we should probably inquire about that, as well as it may be a good idea to gear up, perhaps, a little bit.
Consider that. However, we're not exactly rich.
This is true.
Oh, why didn't
Oh.
you?
Somehow.
You should have let them see the absolutely extortionate prices of weapons in D&D.
I mean, there's a reason I redid the cost of everything in Celestia.
So expensive. Which
Oh, yes.
you guys probably know.
I don't think we've earned any money since we started.
We're talking
We've
American
never
organic
earned a
lettuce
cent.
prices. Yeah. We're talking American organic lettuce prices. That's how
Oh,
expensive.
wow.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pick up a tree branch and just go with that.
Yeah.
If I went to get rid of the disadvantage on my stealth checks, I would have to spend 400 gold,
Oh,
Yep.
and I'd have
Yes,
the same AC.
It's
So-
it's just funny how buying equipment is end game for D&D. Well, like mid to end game. That's like, oh, okay. It's like the first thing you think of doing. But,
remind me to just
You can't
steal
find it
armor
in
off
a
of somebody.
yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. So, I'm guessing, do you guys just move into the town square?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So 12, 14, and 11. Okay, so I can actually Okay, so upon entering the town square, you notice a few things. You notice, well, actually, you mainly notice one thing. A small band of orcs, sort of hovering around what looks like a mound of what looks like was once some form of stake, a large log. You still see a bit of it smoldering, surrounded by a bunch of ash. You see several orcs just cheering and clapping. Well, no, sorry, not cheering and clapping. They're not cheering and clapping. They're sort of just walking around. A few of them are like cleaning up. And you see in the distance another one is like hauling another log towards the center.
Weird.
I'm gonna
Also,
walk up to one of them that's cleaning and ask them what's going on.
Looks like they burnt somebody.
Yeah, I wanna ask though.
The one of them turns around and says, so you ask him, what would you ask? So he turns around and says, what is it? He seems to have a rather uncharacteristically unmenacing voice.
I'm gonna say I'm just arrived here in town. Did something happen? And I'm gonna
Yes.
gesture towards the burning pike.
Says, yes, we burned the witch. He says, just kind of nonchalantly.
While she's talking, and I hear this, I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
What does that do?
Okay.
I was about to ask.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of prestidigitation. Thaumaturgy is.
You basically create like a wind where you can move stuff. Kind of like a ghost. So like if there's a shutter, let's say, or a door, you can just open and close it from a distance.
The effects vary, but
Yeah.
it's the cleric version of prestidigitation.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So my memory didn't fail me.
Yes. I mean, pretty much every class has one of those.
I mean, barbarian has beat on chest and make loud sound.
I meant spellcasters.
All right, what would you like to do with it?
So, she doesn't like what she hears, and she wants to put the fear of God into them, or the gods, depending on how you want to look at that.
Oh.
So, she wants to make the fire blaze up, and make an impressive sort of, almost like firework kind of effect.
I'm gonna when this happens, I'm gonna step back in shock and be like, "What was that?"
Cue Megami. Explosion.
Oh.
Okay, cool. So out of the four of these guys, this guy over here just goes. On this one over here says, he looks at the flame blazing up, and just says, he sort of looks at it. He sort of is almost enthralled by it. This one, the one that was talking, just goes ah, and then just falls back and like falls over, and like is just like stuck in the hay over here. This one just goes and just kind of steps back and sort of bumps against the table. The one over here is kind of isn't really two-phased. And the one over here just looks and says, "See, citizens, this proves they were a witch," he says. And then people around gasp. Some people are looking out their windows as well at this point. But yeah. So at that point, yes, that is what happens. What would you guys like to do?
Not gonna lie, I kind of want to toast them, but it'd probably be bad.
I'm gonna walk over to the one that fell into the hay and kind of help him up. And I'm gonna ask him, are there a lot of witches out here? Do you have a lot of trouble with them or something?
Just one's here's and there's. This one was just caught yesterday's, along with another one. Apart from that, we rarely see them. They are here and there. It also depends.
How do you keep yourself safe from them? Like, if they're witches, so I would assume. I mean, even with that displayed there, that they're very powerful. So how do you keep them captured and keep them from escaping?
He says, "Oh, that's all. That's all the job of the shaman. He just tells us what to do, and we do it. He's over there. Kind of just does his thing. He kind of waves his stick around, and then we just do it. Keeps us safe. Nice guy. He likes. What is he goes? You know, like, Jerry, what is the shaman like again? He goes. He turns around. And he says,
Pie.
Shaman likes pie.
I see. Is he like the leader of this town? Is he in charge?
Basically, I mean, we have a mayor, but he's usually stuck doing paperwork. So, the shaman is more of our like hero, kind of like a figurehead.
I see.
Likes pie.
Well, thank you, and please do take care of yourself, so that you don't land in any more hay and get stuck.
Oh,
And I'm gonna walk back to the group.
As you turn around, you hear the one from over here just go, "Bye." Right.
I'm gonna tell them. So it looks like the one over there with the stick, he's their shaman. He's kind of in charge, sort of, and he gives them the orders. We may want to talk to him at some point. And supposedly he really likes pie.
I mean, I don't think he's a believer in the gods.
Well, we may want to
Just
keep
a feeling.
that a secret for now.
You can sort of tell. Vishara does not like the shaman.
Yeah.
This is fair.
So, this is out of character. Question for the DM.
Yes, what's up?
Are there actual witches in this lore?
See,
Or is it like anyone who can be... Say Nephi, for example, here is a sorceress.
Yes.
Okay, and then Vishara is a priest. Both can cast spells. Doesn't that kind of qualify? Like...
Yes. Well, not yes, as in it should. But also, the guy who rules the town is a shaman.
Yeah, he is.
That would qualify as well, wouldn't it? Couldn't
So
that be
it's kind
magic?
of like something kind of seems kind of sus.
That is very sus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why Vishara doesn't like him. He's basically making up these rules and establishing who's a witch and who's not. I mean, historically, that's what they did too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, what would you guys like to do now?
I'm curious as to whether or not we are in like a bad situation, whether or not we should be worried for ourselves. So I'm kind of curious and want to know more.
You feel free to ask around.
Also, I'm pretty
sorry.
sure it was the innkeeper that we were looking for, or tavern keeper, or whatever.
Yeah, the
I
tavern.
termed him. So
I'm probably gonna head towards the tavern.
Okay. So as you guys head towards the tavern, we're gonna cut really quick. So as you guys head into the tavern, Teach. You are rudely awoken by like a sharp prod of the bottom of a spear. You see what looks like a large orc character. Has opened your sight and says, "Move. It's time to go. It's showtime." And he says with a rather sadistic grin.
So this is what the joy is over in here, is it? Lyra would stand for this, would she?
He looks and he says, "You're not in a position to talk, seeing as you're in a cahoots with."
I'm talking right now, aren't I?
Hmm?
I'm talking right now, aren't I?
All right, he's gonna attempt to just smack you with the butt end of his spear. So that is to hit. That is What's your AC?
16.
Oh wow. He.
Well, if you want to make it more realistic, like the letter, and I subtract the armor off or whatever it was.
Oh yeah, without armor, it's just, I believe it's just 10 plus dex, isn't it? Unarmored.
Yeah.
Unarmed defense. Yeah. So what's the
And what's dex? So it would be 9. I'm on with armor class at the moment.
Yeah. So he's able to, he smacks you with the butt of it.
Yeah.
Right into your gut, and that is D8. Plus +1.
Are you dead?
You're knocked out.
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you only had the 8 HP. I was like, yo, what the heck?
No. It's knee higher.
All right. That's fair. All right. He goes. Any more cheek off you?
Spit on the ground.
He says.
I'll move along.
Yeah, and you sort of, the light is kind of blinding. At this point, yeah. So, you're sort of moving along. You see people sort of watching you from the windows.
Yeah, I definitely want to kill the shaman. Just.
Right. So while that's happening, we will. You're sort of, you're being, basically, walked towards being burned at the stake.
Yay.
Wonder if I could sneak attack him.
Also, before we cut back to the group, you also hear the person say, "Don't worry, you'll be joining your master soon." He says, referring to the witch that was just burned. That you actually, yeah. All right. Why does this thing desync my voice so much? Okay. There we go. So at this point, you guys walk into the tavern, and you see standing behind the where is he? There he is.
Disappeared.
You see standing behind. It's not the one. That's the one. All right. So you see standing behind the what was it called? What's this called again? Counter?
Counter.
Standing behind standing behind the tavern counter, polishing a large tank here. You see a rather stout-looking gnome. He looks up at you and he says, he looks up and he says, what can I do for you? Are you here for some ale, a bed, or maybe watashi?
Do we have any money at all?
You had your Starting, dude. Does it say you have any in your starting in your sheet?
15 GP was on the starting, I think. That's what I have written.
That's what I have too.
Okay, so most of you start with 15 gold. So yeah, you've got about 15 gold on.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to the counter and I'm gonna greet the gnome. I think you said.
Yes.
You'll be like, hello,
He's-
do what?
Oh no, I was gonna say he just places like he places what looks like a wooden bowl upside down and stands on top of it, so he's looking at you eye to eye. Power move.
Oh, okay. We're weary travelers. We just arrived in town. Do you have any food that you sell here?
He says, of course, we've got pie, we've got haggis, we've got what else have we got? We've got some tripe. We've got some. Oh yes, ham and lettuce. We have lettuce.
How much for 2 pies and a set of drinks for me and my companions here?
He looks. He sort of opens a book and starts flipping through, and he says, "Tell you what. How about for the pie? So 2 pies, 3 drinks. Any particular choice of drink?"
I'll look at them.
We've got mead. We've got if you're looking for the budget option, we've got grog. Would you like grog? I do like grog.
Grog
We've
sounds
also
good
got
if you like it.
firewater. We've also got firewater.
What's your recommendation?
I do like some grog.
Grog it is then.
Awesome. Grog. Let me just. All right. So he says altogether, that's about 10 silver each. And I believe, yeah. So that's about 30 silver.
How many silver is a gold piece? Is that 100?
It is 10 silver. 1 gold is 10 silver.
1 gold is 10 silver. Okay. All right. I will take it. I will lay down 3.
But are you paying? You're paying for all of them. All right.
Yes.
Good on you. He says. He takes it, and he says, "I'll bring the food down to your table. Is there anything else I can do for you?" Oh, you also notice that he seems to be wearing gloves.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, safety.
Hey, he's
Sanitary.
handling food.
Oh, for the love of God. Yeah, he says, "Is there anything I can do for you? Anything else I can do for you?"
I almost want to bonk him on the head and just take the pie.
Wow.
I feel like stuff's about to go south really soon.
That's why I'm getting the pie.
So I feel like we should just like,
Y'all ain't eating this pie.
drop his body behind the counter, get our fill, and go find the shaman.
Aren't you meant to be like our one good character?
Yeah, but this
I mean,
is
I'm
me in
Ishari as
real
well.
life. This is me out of character.
Oh gosh. All right.
At least he didn't suggest to eat him.
Oh, this is a PG-13 campaign. I'll have you know.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
It's not.
Before we go away-
I'm pretty sure it's not. After the amount of gore on its own has bumped it up quite a bit.
Probably. Before we go away, I do want to ask if he has, seen any people with birthmarks on their hand.
He looks and he says, "Oh." He looks and he says, "As a matter of fact, I have quite the birthmark on my hand."
Really?
Yes. However, it's actually us in the village here, sort of almost see it as an attraction of sorts. So, if you'd like to see it, I'll have to charge you. Nothing major, just a little.
Seduction.
Just a little. Maybe 1 gold.
I have doubts.
Leon, take a bonk.
Just so hard for you to kill him.
Hey, what's that over there?
Oh.
Wait, are you actually doing that in game?
Yeah.
All right, roll deception.
Roll perception? Or...
Deception.
Deception. I should be the one to roll perception.
Okay, so the skill thing says I have a 2 in deception.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you roll?
Okay, and I'm gonna roll a d20.
Yes. Oh.
I rolled a 12, so it'd be a
14.
14. Roll against wisdom. He says, "Oh, what is it?" And he sort of spins around.
Oh no. Alright. Bonk him.
I would bonk him, yeah. I don't want to like slash him in half. I just
Yeah,
wanna
so you
bonk
can do
his head.
unarmored, unlethal damage. All right,
Let's
roll the
knock him out.
hit. Roll the hit.
Again, the D20.
Reagan, do it. Holy
Yes.
crap! Yes.
Oh!
Do I have a vibe that goes with this?
No, this is not going
oh,
good.
Wait, four plus what?
I was about to ask which modifier. What goes
It's
with
on
this?
your weapon. It's next to your weapon.
Efficiency
It's a plus.
and strength.
It's plus something next to your weapon.
I'm sorry, it's been a while.
It's proficiency plus strength. Actually, we'd probably derive it from. What is your
I
strength?
believe it's 5. The attack says +5, and then the damage type says
Okay, plus 5.
1d12 plus 3.
Thank God. Thank God. Your character is a freaking musclehead. You're able to hit him. You just go bonk against the back of his head. Roll damage.
Oh.
Thank God.
Okay, so I rolled 2. It'd be a d12 plus 3, so it'd be 5.
5 damage. You walk up behind him, and you thump him really hard with the back of the old axe, and your man is like he pauses for a second and he just falls down flat.
I'm gonna take my money back off the table.
I want to look at his hand.
You sort of
Take
pull
all
the
the
rubber
pie.
off his hand, and you do see an actual birthmark there. You look at it, and it seems to be in the shape of a duck.
A duck.
Wow.
It's really detailed. Like it's like it could have been a tattoo, but it's clearly a birthmark.
I'm gonna swipe the pies off the countertop also.
Well, obviously not our man.
Nope.
And it's not the right shape.
We need we need to make this look like an accident. Quick, pour some ale or some grog around him on his face and on the ground, so it looks like he just passed out from being drunk.
1 second, let me just
Sure.
do a little roll here. Okay, nothing. Okay, you guys are good. You guys are good.
Bashir's gonna hop to the other side of the table and strategically position, like a keg or something like that, so it looks like he hit the keg with his head.
This is gonna be I'm gonna make you roll wisdom for this, just because I'm like deception, but like this isn't a charisma kind of thing, you know what I mean? So I'll make you roll wisdom, just a wisdom check.
funny.
What?
Why do you get this on all this stupid roll? You guys, see, Vishar just kind of snaps and dashes. Vishar's like, oh crap, you know, this can't go on my record. So Vishar vaults over the table and just instantly starts positioning and changing a load of stuff. Vishar like even sort of moves the keg over and sort of takes out like a little knife from under the table, and then makes a little scratch in the dude's scalp, so that a little bit of blood starts to drip. She kind of like wipes the blood off the edge of the keg, cleans the blade, places it back, sort of puts a few things in his hand, finds a little step ladder, sort of just breaks one of the legs slightly, and then just places it on the ground next to the guy, vaults back over just in time for someone to run in, and say, what's happened? Did he fall down? I heard thud. He looks at you
Yes.
guys.
He tripped and fell, and he hit
Roll
his head on this
deception
cake.
with advantage.
Who's rolling?
I'll let Vishar.
Oh, jeez.
It's realistically, it should be
Oh
fine.
no.
So,
Oh no.
just don't get a 1 for the love. Like, just don't get a 1.
I get an 8.
You got an 8? Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
So the guys, that was with advantage, right?
Yes. I
Anyway,
rolled
okay.
a 9 and a 3, and I have a
And you
negative
got a
1. So
Oh.
All right. Well, the 8 is enough. And the person says, "Oh, quick!" So runs over, and you, what was it called? You see them sort of pick up the pick up the little gnome, and just walks over and shouts, by the way, this is a small girl gnome. Just picks up and just goes, Mother, father's fallen, and he can't get up. And she sort of pulls him into the back room, and you just hear like a sort of shrill kind of high pitches, and then you just hear some clattering and stuff, and they're kind of busy trying to bandage him and stuff, and he's like, honey, can you hear me? And that's all you guys hear.
I'm gonna stuff
Okay.
these pies underneath my cloak.
Yeah, no one's watching, so I'm not gonna make you roll. So you've got about 3 pies.
Yeah.
I'm mostly naked, so it's up to me.
Prison pocket.
But anybody want anything else? Well,
fine.
This is meant to be a good party. Holy crap! You guys just
I mean,
love it.
we were
Neutral
being
good, okay?
good. We were being
Neutral
good until
Honestly, don't
our
trust
ton decided to just knock the guy out. I was gonna pay for these.
He was gonna charge us to show us his hand. He was a jerk.
It's true.
Capitalism, my dude.
And they're burning people. I don't like this place.
I don't either. I'm
I
like,
don't
well,
think they're good people. I wanna like take out the shaman and look for the person we need to find.
yeah.
With
Pretty sure that's
star or
next.
Birthmark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that lead is dead. I guess let's try talking to the shaman. They said he likes pie, and I have pies. Maybe we can.
You too.
Maybe we can figure something out through him, since our only lead is turned up, knocked out.
How does this keep lock? There we go. Okay, cool. So as you guys make your way up,
I'm gonna
you
pull
see
one
them
of the pies out from under my cloak, but only one. I'm keeping the other 2 hidden.
So as you guys walk out, you see the shaman is in the middle of wait 1 second, tying a figure up to the yoke. What's it called? The stake.
Steak.
The stake.
Oh,
So
steak, right?
it's a stake, boy. Sorry guys, this is what I'm doing when I have another freaking Irish person in the call. Why won't you let me remove this? I want to get rid of the fire.
Doesn't want to go.
Start the fire.
So I'm gonna get cloaked figure. Okay, being tied up there. The shaman's currently busy tying them up. What would you like to do?
I've already said what I think I should do, but I'll let the others choose.
Shara
You guys
is
want.
gonna frown at the sight before us,
And
though not yet doing anything about it.
And I believe Astrid is walked towards Wood Pie, but his
Yes.
back is turned towards you.
I'm gonna raise my voice a little bit because I don't want to get too close to this guy. And then be like, hello, good sir. Might you be the illustrious man in charge of this lovely settlement?
He turns around and he says, illustrious? He sort of looks at you. And he
Yes,
says, hasn't anybody told you? As he kind of, flattery will get you almost anywhere. He says, roll charisma. Well, he doesn't say roll charisma. It's just, I'm saying roll charisma. He's not.
Fix the eyelashes. Yeah.
Be sure to wave the pies.
20.
Nat or unnatural?
Unnatural, 14 plus 6.
Oh, you got 6 okay.
Yes.
I forgot about that. He says, actually, on second thought, he sees the pies in your hand. Flattery will get you everywhere. What can I do for you? He says, leaves these ties sort of half untied as he walks towards, arms out. He sort of waddles towards you, expecting the pies.
All right, how do I want to do this?
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Do I have the rage ready?
Yes.
We should all be full.
Oh, quick question.
Yes.
Do I get that spell slot back that I used?
Yeah. It's been several days. You guys were
Okay.
out a while.
Just making sure. I figured, but
I can sense my companion's distrust of this man. So I'm going to hold the one pie out to him and wait for him to get closer. And then I'm going to take one of the other pies out of my cloak and shove it in his face so he can't see.
Oh. Okay. Roll. What do you even friggin' roll for that? Holy crap. I'm just gonna make you roll.
I would say Dex personally, because she has to
Yeah,
actually
like it's
aim
a
at
lot
the
of
face.
stuff.
I mean, he's in front of me. I wouldn't have to aim too much, but
It's more. I guess just roll. Yeah, you know what? Just roll Dex for me. This easier.
ooh, 7.
7. Is that
That's flat. Yeah, I don't have any boosts on my dex, so that's flat.
all right? Let me just very quickly get this ready. As soon as this happens, so you whip out the pie and you attempt to shove it in this dude's face. He, however, is a little bit too quick and ducks underneath. And he shouts, guards, get him! And as soon as he does, I want all of you to roll initiative, including you, Teach.
Hey.
I knew it was coming. Oh, wow, another 7. Let's go.
11.
No pie advantage, though. Darn it.
2.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I guess it's gonna be a while. All right. Wait. Let me just get my notepad up. Encounter. Wait. What the heck? Why did I type an encounter into the? Okay. So. I typed in notepad into notepad. Who has highest?
Kami, I think. Sure.
Tell me, what did you get?
Well, I was 11.
Bashara at 11. Cool.
I had a 3.
I was 7.
Oh. Okay, so Bashara Astrid is 7. Then Artund at 3. and Peach's character, who is currently unnamed, 2. Is that adding all your? Is that adding the initiative modifiers?
The
Yeah.
modifiers?
Mm.
What do I add?
It's initiative. It's next to your
Dexterity.
AC. Or
Okay.
it's dexterity. Yeah.
That'd be 1.
So
1. So
4.
you're on 4.
I'd be rolling a 4.
Okay, cool. And let's roll for these dudes. I tend to just roll enemies as so I'll just do that now. So, first one first is as the Shaman. That is on 11. Where is this? Uh, 11 plus 2, that's 13. So he's actually going first. Isn't that fun? Oh wait, crap. Crap, that's the wrong freaking thing. Here we go. Okay. Plus 2. So Shaman equals 13. And then the rest of the boys. Guys.
Oh.
That's 13 as well. So the roll off the Shaman. I'm just going to put the Shaman first. It's 13 as well. And then finally, boy in the back. The one who you were talking to. All right, cool. He got a 19. Cool. All right, that's the thing. This is all right.
Oh. Wow, I forgot. I completely forgot.
Oh, you have a spell for initiative?
Well, it's not a spell, but I would have at least touched myself this morning to give myself Vigilant Blessing and get advantage on initiative.
You know what? I'll just this time, since it's been a while, I'll allow it. So you can roll again for your initiative, and hope to God you get higher than these guys. They're about to do a lot.
I got the exact same roll.
All right, guys, it's fate. Time to just, take it like.
Rip.
I'm not gonna make that joke. Okay. So, first things first. This guy, sort of, with a tear-filled expression, says, he shouts. He looks at you guys, and he says, "I trusted you." As he points to, Astrid, and he's gonna cast Sacred Flame. So you're gonna have to roll on a Dexterity saving, which is gonna be, Right. So,
11. Assuming he's aiming at me.
Yep.
11.
11. Oh, and you've got no modifiers. Okay. So unfortunately, you are unable to avoid it, as just this flame, just this beam of light, sort of appears above you, and it just beams down on you with a really intense heat, and you take exactly 4 damage. After this, It's gonna be as the shaman's turn. Okay, so the creature, or the shaman, is firstly going to move back because he was in here, so he's going to proc your opportunity attack.
Yeah, I take it.
Yeah.
What do I roll for that?
It's going to be your. I believe it has to be a melee weapon, doesn't it, for opportunity attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a
So-
dagger.
At least, unless you get a feat.
Yeah.
Alright. Do I still need to roll to hit though for that, or is it just a straight?
Yes. You rolled a hit.
Never mind.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
A 2.
All right, you don't hit. He moves back,
Ah!
and then he's going to cast.
Didn't he just cast?
No, that was the other one.
It's the other one. This is the shaman. This is this
Oh.
guy. Where is it? Okay, cool. So, he's gonna cast what's called Drift Backwards, which, where the heck? Which causes him to summon what is essentially a clone of himself. If I can find a clone of himself. Orc. There he is. Within 30 feet. So this one appears in front of you. And yep, that's all he does. That is all he does. It is now the other boys' turns. So, the one over here is going to pick up, he's going to reach behind him, and he's going to take out what looks like a large javelin, and he hurl it towards, he's going to hurl it also towards Neph, just because Neph's in the front right now. And that's going to be +5, so we do this. Oh wait, sorry, 6 + 5, 11? Does that hit?
Yes.
Oh gosh.
I have 10.
Oh. Let me put some proper battle music on for this. There, is that better?
Yes.
More ambient. All right. So that hits. He's going to roll 1d6 + 3. Oh, 7 damage. All right. And the last one over here is going to try to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to pull out large battle axe and just hold it menacingly. All right. It is now Vishada's turn.
Okay. So, first, someone in my chat wants you to remind everyone what the program is. So, I'm gonna have you do that.
Tailspire. It's currently in early access, but it's definitely worth it. It's very bare bones, but it's like any tool. It is what you can make of it. So would definitely suggest. It's a bit pricey, so you better have a dedicated party if you want to make every single person buy this. So I just screen share it. It's got a lot of features that I don't use as a result. But yeah, would suggest 10 out of 10. Or not 10 out of 10, maybe an 8 out of 10 because it needs some features. But it's called Tailspire. Download it now on Steam.
Okay. So, after that, Ishara is gonna say to the other two, you take the left side I'll take the right. And she's gonna walk forward and use Channel Divinity.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
And she's gonna do the Twilight Sanctuary.
Oh, that's the one that heals everyone in the.
Yes.
Hey.
Well, it's not healing. It's temporary HP.
Ah.
But it's
Alright.
nice.
Yeah.
Alright.
Right. She does that. And as her bonus action, she chants and she summons her spiritual weapon,
Oh.
Ooh.
which is going to appear next to the shaman.
Which
It's
one?
A bright, the farther back one, because
Okay.
she's next to the other one.
Yep.
But it appears as a bright, blue, glowing warhammer.
Oh.
Well,
Oh.
it probably looks more like a maul because
We got
it's a
this.
very
I believe in
large
us. Let's
warhammer.
go.
Okay.
And that's gonna be your turn. Cause that's
Oh,
it.
you have to summon it and you can't actually. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. It is now Arten's turn. No, it's Astrid's turn.
Yes. I am going to cast Scorching Ray on the two furthest away, and then
This
the
one?
one in front of me. On the left side.
On the left side. Okay.
Yeah,
one,
because
this one.
yep.
Yep.
Those three. Which is a range to hit on each of those. Which is,
Cool.
I'm assuming just a normal
So on
d20.
Yep. And that adds your to hit.
Yeah.
Which is your, I believe it's your spellcasting plus proficiency, I believe. It should say next to your spell, or above all your spells, it'll say spell to hit.
2. Wait, there's a 2 above it. I don't know if that's what that is.
Above all your spells, there should be a.
Oh, wrong page. Okay.
Yeah.
Spells. 3 hit dice.
No, it's Wait, let me. Have you got a copy of? I should probably have asked you guys for updated copies of your thingies.
There's a plus. It's either a +5 or a +6 next to it in the list.
Oh, okay.
If that's
Wait,
what
what's your charisma? So your charisma's +6.
Yes.
So I believe it's +6. So it's so roll d20 +6.
All right, so that's a 20 for the first one.
Okay, that one hits.
18 for the second one.
That also hits.
And that's 15 for the third one.
The third one has an AC of it's 15. Yeah, it hits. Okay, so roll damage
All right,
for the first one.
2d6 fire damage. So,
Yeah.
12?
12. All right. Oh wow. Wait, did you just get 2 6s?
10 and a 2. Wait, how does that work?
Wait a minute.
It's supposed to be 2d6. I clicked on d6. Hold on, let me try this again.
I was like, wait a minute.
4 and 3, so 7.
All
I
right.
was like, wait.
So, the first,
So 7.
you guys see Astrid sort of lift up her staff, and
It's a crystal. Not a
oh,
staff.
sorry, crystal. Lifts up her crystal, and it sort of starts to glow a deep red as a beam flies out and just pierces through the shoulder of the orc up here, and it just sort of singes as it goes as it sort of staggers back a little. The second one, roll damage for the second one.
5.
5. The next boy, and just gets another beam directly at his chest. It doesn't quite pierce through, but it heats up and he sort of grits his teeth in pain, and he sort of tries to take a step and push against the force of the blast.
And 5 on the third one as well.
5 on
Mhm.
the third. I forgot actually. I got 2 into the thingy and forgot to take damage. There's that. Then this one is a 5, and this one is also a 5. All right. So finally, okay. So finally, the last bolt flies towards the shaman in front of you,
Mhm.
and it sort of hits his shoulder, but he's able to. You see him sort of twitch, and he sort of grits his teeth in pain, and it leaves a nasty burn. But he seems to be relatively healthy, despite being hit by this. Okay, it is now. Okay.
Oh, by the way,
Yes.
Neph needs to roll for her temporary HP.
Oh yes.
Oh, what was that one again?
It is 1d6 plus 3.
Okay. 4.
So you heal for you don't heal. You have 4 temporary hit points. Okay.
Yes.
So at this point, this clone is going to. Oh wait, use scorching. Wait 1 second. 1 second. You just use scorching.
Yeah,
ray,
dude, you roll that d20.
Just gotta. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I got 20. I got a 1 in 20 chance.
1 in 20 chance. Let's. Okay, nothing happens. Yay!
Yeah.
Yay! All right, cool. So, at this point, it is Arten's turn,
Okay.
and you can roll a d4 as well for temporary hit points.
D6.
You
or D6.
said that the shaman created a clone of himself.
Yep.
Well, thank you for the contribution, Peach. I appreciate it.
Do we know which one's the clone?
We're
Yep,
almost
the one in
there.
front of Neff.
Okay. It's 4 plus 3.
Hit.
It's a d6 plus 3.
Oh, d6 plus 3.
Yeah, I rolled a
Yes.
d6, and I got 4. So,
7.
7.
So you heal 7, or temporary hit points 7.
Temporary hit points 7.
All right. Okay.
And
Oh,
I'm sorry. What did you say about the clone?
Oh, I said this one's the clone. Wait here. Oh, let me make it easier. Make the clone. I'll make the clone slightly shorter for some reason. Oh, actually, here. There you go. Clone is the one with the white border.
Okay, thank you. I'd like to hit the original.
Okay.
But I'd like to rage.
Okay. So you see Arten suddenly, his eyes begin to glow, and this sort of heated haze sort of appears over his shoulders as you see his muscles begin to tense as he goes into a rage-like state.
I'm gonna do a standard great axe attack.
The original is way back here, though.
Can
Yeah.
I walk
You're gonna move
to
towards him, but if you do, you will proc opportunity attacks from this guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's actually why I said to take the left. Because we need to clear the front guys. Then we can get him. Well, except for my spiritual weapon, which is next to the real one.
Okay. I'll attack the guy beside me with the club.
Okay.
Great X. So I'm assuming it's D20 plus 5.
Yes.
Oof, I rolled a 2, so 7.
7. You bring your axe down to try and hit him, but he's able to. He like sort of leans into it, and he has a thick leather shoulder guard, and it absorbs the majority of the hit, and he's relatively unscathed, and he looks at you and grins. Okay, and that is that. I believe, yeah, that was 2 added, so I don't think you have any particular bonus actions. Okay, so let's.
Doesn't Rage have
Before I
advantage?
forget.
Oh, rage has advantage. Doesn't it?
No, that's
No.
reckless attack.
Oh, wrong
Which you
thing.
could do.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
Yeah. All right.
Before I forget though, I need to make sure that because I have a sort of new understanding of the Twilight Sanctuary.
Oh yeah, did we get the
So,
thing in there?
small clarification. While it works every turn, the temp HP don't stack. So if we don't use them, or lose them, I guess you could say, they go away and are replaced by the new one.
Okay,
So,
that's fine.
Okay.
yeah.
That is pretty. That makes me happy because that was very strong.
Yes.
Let me find. There should be a way to toggle rulers. I remember once. Oh, here it is. How wide did you? Where did you put the Twilight Sanctuary?
30 feet around me.
So around you. Oh, it just stays with you.
Yes.
1. Wait, that's Neph.
The sphere is centered on you as a radius of 30 feet.
Okay, well, this is close enough. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's pretty big.
Yep.
That looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Really pretty accurate. I mean, there is silvery light coming down from above around us.
Cool. Okay, so it is now. Teach. Your arms are bound. We're gonna start your turn off with a strength check to try and get out.
Ooh. Ooh my. Is it saving throw or is it just regular strength?
Regular.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. 10.
10 is plus strength.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's enough anyway. So
Oh.
you see the cloaked figure sort of just break the ropes from behind them. Let me just do a quick roll. Unbeknownst to the people behind or in front of him, you guys see it, but the ones with their backs turned do not. What would you like to do?
Question for you.
Yeah.
If I create a spirit, is that an action itself or is that a bonus action?
What do you mean?
Like if I used one of my abilities, which is sorry,
Is it
just
from
looking
Circle
for
of the Shepherd?
yeah, it's I'm just looking for my features.
Did someone say
Spirit Bond?
Free?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Spirit Bond. Just call forth an animal.
Oh,
Spirit.
Spirit Totem. Yeah, that's a bonus action. So you can do that as a bonus action.
So I'll use that and I'll call Unicorn.
Okay. Now what is nearby? Oh, it's a 30-foot radius.
30-foot radius. Yeah.
Exactly. You can move this. Oh, but you can't do that again. Okay. Let me just very quickly double check the old 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You're able to get. Wait.
30. Yeah.
25, 30, 35. If you move a little bit closer, it will. Oh wait, you summon it on a point within 60 feet. So do you want to just put it like in the middle here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Around the platform.
Okay. Cool. So let me just get some representation. Unicorn. Please tell me this unicorn. Wait, what the heck? That says It autocorrected to unisex.
Oh no no no.
I'm pretty sure there's a hearse.
Yes. The hearse outside.
Here's all it has is a donkey. So here, there's your unicorn. All right. So, unfortunately, there's no horses.
There
Oh,
is.
there is. It's right
It's the
here.
brown one.
Never mind. Cool. Gotta kill him. This one.
It's a
There
good thing we don't have an ass.
we
Oh.
go. All right. So,
Version.
you guys suddenly see this magical ethereal unicorn just manifest and almost jump out of thin air, and then it just sort of floats. It hovers in the air. Addition, casts a spell slot, restores hit point to any creature inside or outside each creature in this area. Also, wow. Okay. Anyway, I just read that. Okay. So, you guys sort of just see it starts to pulse with a sort of green energy, and it just kind of envelops the area around it in just this really thin mist. All right. What else would you like to do?
And I'll heal myself with healing words.
Yep.
So that's or 1d and then plus modifier.
Right. And
1d4 plus modifier. Oh, sorry. There we go. That's 5. 9.
9. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You heal yourself for 9.
Me.
So you're-
So a jet, not jet knee.
Hmm?
Jet knee in hit point. Yeah.
Sorry.
18 hit points.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. So. Oh, you were saying in Irish.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Got that. All right. So, as a result of this, you see him sort of put his hand on his chest, and you just see him just be surrounded by this sort of green light, and you see you sort of see him sort of straighten up. You guys would recognize it as a healing spell. However, the unicorn's horn begins to glow, and as it does, the green the green mist around your feet sort of collects around you guys, and each of you also heal for 3 if any of you are damaged.
Just Neff.
And it's just Neff.
Yeah, I'm tanking today.
Auto checks meant to detect you and your allies. Oh, okay. It also gives. Okay, cool. Okay. Are you gonna do anything else? Oh, that was it. Are you gonna move?
Yeah, I am on that option. I think I'm fine the way I am at the moment.
Okay, cool.
In secret.
So these things are sort of there's like whoa, cool, giant unicorn. I just rolled in the background, and ironically, this is the only guy who notices you, and he's like way over there. Okay. So now it goes full circle back to this boy. He's pretty injured. He's very bloodied. But he is going to attempt to cast on himself Cure Wounds. Yeah, cool. He's going to use Cure Wounds on himself, which is going to allow him to heal for 1d8. So let's go. Ooh. 3 plus his spellcasting, which is +4. So wait, 4 + 4. So he is able to heal. You see the large wound on his shoulder begin to close up as he heals himself, and he's almost back to exactly how he was before you hit him, minus a few charred articles of clothing. That's his turn done, though. And he is going to pass it on to the Shaman. All right. The Shaman is going to walk up. It's going to be the clone. And the clone is going to grab onto Vishara. and it's going to use what's called drift forward. And suddenly, both of them disappear. So I'm just going to move you guys over there for now.
What?
Both of them disappear for 1d4 turns. So for anyone who doesn't know this is time-based magic. If I can find 1d4. Let's see.
Oh, you're fine, Teach. No problem.
2. Okay. So they're both they are both yeeted. I will still allow you to use your kind of in the future. I shouldn't, but I feel like I'll still let you use your spiritual weapon because I think the spiritual weapon is kind of like it's almost autonomous. I know you control it, but it's basically so I'll let you still use it. Okay. So you're both yeeted. Currently not there anymore. And okay. Where is it? Yep, that's the end of the clone's turn. This guy now, the shaman, is gonna walk back. 1, 2, 3, and he's going to attempt to bonk Leon with the staff. Do you have resist? Do you have resistance when you're raged, don't you?
Yes.
Cool.
I believe
So it's gonna roll to hit. 16 plus 4. That I assume hits.
I have 14 armor class. 14 armor class.
Okay, yeah. So that hits. So you take 4 damage from his first attack, but he has multi-attack. So he slams down with his staff. It hits you really hard, and it's like you almost buckle a little bit, and then he spins it around and hits you with the butt end of it. Well, he tries to hit you with it. We shall see. That's a 9. 9 plus 4, 13. You said you had 14?
Yes.
Okay, so he does not hit. So you're able to just like use your elbow and just stop it from doing any real damage. And he said, as he sort of looks up at you. It is now the turn of this orc boy, who's going to get a javelin, and he's going to try and throw it at Teach. So, where is it? Where's? Okay, there it is. +5. That's 9 plus 5. Does 14 hit? Teach? AC.
AC. Yes.
Okay, cool. You take 3 plus 3. You take 6 piercing damage as the javelin flies through the air and it beds himself in your shoulder. Orc number 2's turn. Orc number 2 is going to look at the threat directly in front of it, and it's going to try to bonk Leon with a great axe of its own. 14 plus 5 most definitely hits. That's going to be D12 plus 3. You take maths. What is maths? 3 plus 9, 12 damage. That's a big boy. A big axe just comes slashing and crashing down you, but you don't take 6 damage. Sorry, my bad. You take half that. So you don't take 12 damage, or you don't take. Wait, what? Maths. 9 plus 12. You take 6 damage.
Okay. Quick question.
Yes.
Weren't we supposed to be doing something with a temporary health?
Oh,
Which
so that's at the start of your turns.
Okay.
So you can take that from your temporary health instead of your main health.
Yeah.
And also the attack before you got a half the damage on that as well. The one that the shaman did.
I don't think I've been keeping up with.
it was 3.
Yeah, I thought I took 4 damage last turn.
It was 3 plus his. Let me see. His thing is a 3 plus 2, so that would have been 5. So halved, rounded down 2. So you take total 8 damage this turn, which is, I believe that's how much temporary hit points you have anyway, isn't it?
He had 7.
7. Okay, so you only so you have no more temporary hit points, and you take 1 normal damage to your actual health. Okay, so that ends the enemy turns. Vishara's turn. Vishara is currently in the future. Neph, it is currently your turn.
What about her weapon?
Oh yes, your spiritual weapon. Vishara?
Well, if it's still here,
Yeah, I'm
it's
gonna say
move.
that it's autonomous to an extent.
It's gonna move, and it's gonna swack him.
Swaka. Let me get here. This one. This one?
Oh wait,
Where did you summon again? Like here?
1 sec. I'm not looking.
I think it was beside the shaman. She summoned it beside of him.
Yeah, it appeared next to him, and it follows him over.
Okay.
And wow. Okay. Well, I rolled an 8.
8. Is that like an 8, including modifiers?
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, that does miss.
Yeah. Wow.
So,
That was a big woof.
oof. It still only has 2 attacks. When is it going to get like a ranged attack? Oh well. Okay, so unfortunately, that hammer comes slamming down, but the shaman's able to leap out of the way just in time. And it is now. Now it's Neff's turn. So you can roll your temporary hit points.
Another 4.
Awesome.
All right. I am going to see if I don't know if I can actually do that or not. But... how's the distance between that goblin that's on the hay bale thing and Teach's character?
That's 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay. So I'm gonna use my breath weapon since it's a line. I think I can do that. No, it says 5 by 30. Is that like 5 foot by 30 foot, or is that just like one square 30 foot long?
Yeah, 1 square.
5 feet wide
long.
and 30 foot long.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanna just kind of like, can I sidestep so I'm aiming at the 2 right there next to me
Yep.
without hitting Teach? So it's
Let me just get this.
diagonals.
The main danger here is actually hitting Leon. Oh, nope, this is fine.
Okay, I want to use it then right there.
Okay. That's pretty good, actually. Cool.
And
Okay.
it's a 2d6, and they have to make a DC 11 dexterity save or take half damage, or to take half damage rather.
So this guy needs to roll 11. He's got. We'll do him first.
Okay. I'll go ahead and roll the 2d6.
7 plus. Is it a
6.
dex save?
Yeah, dex save.
So it hits him for full damage.
All right, that's 6 damage.
14, so he passes. This one gets 10 plus. That's 10 flat, so he fails.
All right, so the 2 of them take 6, and the other one takes 3. Whichever one succeeded
So
takes 3.
this one takes 6. Okay, and then this one takes 6 as well. And this one takes 3. Okay, cool. Okay. And that's your turn, I believe?
Yes.
Not too many dice here. I need to figure out how to actually throw away the dice. Oh.
I'm not sure, to be honest, Leon.
Oh, Okay. It is now Arten's turn. And don't forget to roll your d6.
I rolled a 4, so I believe 7.
7. Cool.
Wait,
7
does
temporary
that
hit
work
points.
with Vishara in the future?
Yeah, because I'm gonna say that it's just there where she was. That's fine.
Okay.
I'll be nice. I'll be nice, DM. All right. So that's 7. What would you like to do as well for your action?
I want to try to hit the guy in front of me again.
Okay. Reckless attack or a normal attack?
I'll do normal.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Oof. 2 plus 5, 7.
Oh my gosh. 2 plus 5, 7.
Mhm.
7 unfortunately does not hit. You slam your great axe down, and the character just kind of steps back, and he's able to evade it.
I feel like I should just put my axe down and lay down on the ground for him. This is
Yeah.
twice in a row.
He's got a reckless attack. Reckless attack, my dude. Okay, so it is. He's still survived. I should also mention that he's quite bloodied as well. And I believe it is now Teach's turn. And make sure
I'm
to
gonna
roll your
say-
temporary HP.
Yeah, sure. And D4. 2.
2
Temporary
plus
HP.
2 plus what was it?
Is there anything else on it?
Yeah, there's 2 plus something. Or what? It's a D6 plus what? What's the modifier on your Twilight Sanctuary?
Plus 3. Because
Plus
it's
3.
my
So-
level.
Oh, okay,
Okay,
so
so
that's 5. 5 temporary.
And 5 temporary. I'm going to just use one of my feats, which is Hidden Step. And that's just to get me out of harm's way. So this just essentially just makes me turn invisible.
Okay.
On my next turn.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go behind either one of the allies there, if
Here?
I can.
Here? Cool. Okay.
And for my action, I'm going to cast Bane on the front tree.
The enemies?
Yep, enemies.
What does Bane do?
It
Caps
essentially
of bless.
Oh, okay, cool.
Was it?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. That's your main action. Do you have anything for bonus action?
No, that was the bonus action, the invisibility.
okay. Oh yeah, cool. Okay, awesome. Must make charisma saving throws. Whenever a target fails a saving throw, it makes an attack roll. Okay, so I got to roll charisma for all of them. So here's number 1. Oh, where'd that go? 10. Oh, whoops, that was meant to be this guy. Well, he got 10. What's your spell save DC?
Spell save? Let me check that. Sorry, just a lot of spells on my sheet.
No worries. That's the beauty of your class. It's just crap ton of spells.
Spell save is 13.
13. Okay, so he fails. Now this. Oh wait, does he fail? He's a friggin'. He should have high charisma. No, he doesn't have high charisma. He's a wisdom. Okay. This dude, this orc boy, gonna roll. Oh, whoops. Well, the first one was a 19, so he gets 19. So
Okay.
he passes. This one fails, and this guy also, and the shaman also fails actually. Okay, so these two are cursed. This guy's not. The one that would have the one that's apparently impervious to all damage.
Alright.
So it now goes back. It loops back around. It's this guy. And he is going to okay. Alright, cool. So he's actually going to point to the shaman. And he's going to cast Bless on the shaman. So that should... You know what? It'll be fun. I'll roll 2 dice. I'll subtract 1 and add the other on the shaman. I'll just remember that. Okay. And that is going to be his turn. Okay. It is now the shaman's turn. Shaman... On the shaman's turn now, it has been... He's taken 2 turns. So... Oh, wait, no, not yet. So first things first, he is going to... He'll take his turn, and he'll double wacky Artend with his big shtick. Oof. It's going to be +4, so he's going to... First attack. It's a 10. So 10 + 4, 14. That fails. So he tries to slam this. Yeah, so he slams down, tries to hit you, but you're able to just deflect it with your shoulder. And he's going to spin the staff around and try and hit you again. Oh, wow, that went flying. And actually spins around and then ends up whacking into the orc next to you, because you're able to deflect it, and it just slams into that orc's face. And it's going to do 1d10 damage. Does 4 damage to this orc, which is more damage. All right, so does 4 damage. Oh yeah, he should be taking Bane anyway. So Bane and then Bless. The first one is a definite fail. This one is also a definite. Actually, wait a minute. I got to roll for the first one. So the first one. So this one is Bane. 2. So if this guy gets a 3, then the first one also actually does hit you. Doesn't. Cool. Okay, so he hits this boy here for... What was it? What was the roll?
You said 4.
4. Okay, cool. 4 + 2, that's 6 damage. He's gonna hit this orc first.
The 4 was after the bonus.
Alright, that's actually quite funny. Okay, so the staff... So you're able to deflect the staff flies over, smacks the orc in the face, who is extremely bloodied and on the verge of death, and the orc that you were trying so hard to kill, Arten, just falls unconscious in front of you.
Neph is laughing at me right now really hard.
Cool. That just happened. All right. All right. So that's his turn over. Then it's this guy's turn who's unconscious. Oh no, his turn is over, which means that this guy disappears. And in front of you guys, Vishara appears with what originally was not a clone, but it was him. Time travel. Time travel is what happened. He is back, and this is him presently with Vishara. That is what has happened.
Yay! I return.
And it is now your turn, Vishara.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I'm next to the shaman. It is time to hit shaman.
Okay. And by the way, as far as you're concerned, all you see is just everyone's kind of switched places, and the dude, this guy is behind Artend now, sort of. You can sort of see him. He's kind of hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
All I know is the bad guy's next to me, so it's time to hit him.
Okay. Do you want to hit with your spiritual weapon first, or?
I attacked with my warhammer.
Okay.
But I failed miserably.
Oof.
So,
Like a 1 or?
I got a 6
Okay, that's
total.
fine. That's G.
So,
That's cool.
technically I rolled a 2.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm not one of
Okay.
those. There are some DMs that do critical like 2s or something. I'm like, no, don't do that.
So, my spiritual weapon attacks and gets a 16.
Okay, that hits.
It does 11 damage.
11. Nice. Okay. So. Oh yeah, this combines. Why did I separate the damage here? 13. Oh wait, no, that's his 11. Okay. Cool. The weapon comes down hard and slams down right on the head of the shaman, and he kind of staggers back. All right, and it is now the. Do you have anything else as well?
No.
Oh,
Bonus
also don't
action
forget your
and bonus
don't-
action.
Do you also get
Oh.
the temporary HP?
Yes, I do.
So you can roll that.
So let
And
me
while that's
roll.
happening, Astrid's turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll my temporary HP too.
Actually, if you guys want, you can all roll your temporary HP because you all go like one after the other.
6. Alright.
Would you?
I lost my screen. There we go. Did Kami need to do some kind of bonus action still?
No,
Kami
that
is-
was action and
Okay.
bonus action.
My
Alright,
mouse
cool.
is gone. Okay.
Okay, it is now your move.
It's your.
Your move.
Alright, so we've got what, 3 bad guys left?
Yes.
Right. Let me. I might just use my crossbow, and I'm gonna shoot the one that's further away next to that table.
This one. Okay. Roll the hit.
Working on it. My mouse is literally disappeared, so
Do you want me to roll?
yeah, you'll probably have to because I can't see where my mouse is.
No worries. Here we go. 9 plus. Oh, you
Shoot.
have no dex.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, because that's attack
So-
plus 2, so 9.
The arrow flies past his face and just embeds itself on the table behind.
Ugh.
Unfortunately. All right. It is now. Both your mice are dying.
My pointer just completely disappeared.
Oh gosh. Okay, that's actually kind of weird. Is it just the pointer? Like, are you still able to interact with stuff?
I can interact with stuff, I can't see the pointer.
That's really weird.
Oh, okay.
Is it back?
Yeah, it came back.
Okay, awesome. Arton, it is now your move. Your bitter rival has bit the dust. What would you like to do?
Trust in the heart of the cards. I draw.
Draw
What's
your
the
last
card?
pathetic card, Yggy.
I wanna go. Can I climb up onto the
Here?
Yeah.
Yep.
I wanna hit that guy.
All right. Roll to hit. Is it a
Watch
reckless
out.
attack?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Are you gonna use a reckless attack?
Nah, I'm scared of doing the reckless. I don't want to put myself in a bad situation. 8 plus 5, so
8 plus
13?
5 hits.
okay, and then it'd be a. Let me check. I want to make sure. I think it's a D12, but I want to make sure. Great
Yeah.
X. Yeah, D12 plus 3.
All right, cool.
I rolled a 1. I somehow apparently double tap and rolled twice, but I rolled a 1.
1 plus 3, so 4.
The modifier.
and with that-
Is it 3?
Plus-
Yeah,
I believe so.
that'd be 4 then.
So, Artend lifts up his great axe, and he comes slamming down on the orc up here, and that is just enough because he'd already been hit by the. Oh no, he hadn't. He healed himself, didn't he?
It.
Oh no, but then
He
got
healed
hit
himself
again.
and then he got hit by my
then
acid
got
spray
hit.
for 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he is now also knocked down. You just slam your axe straight into him, and he flies straight off, and he's back in the hail bale.
I
Awesome.
scratched his back and won.
Unlike Mr. Dude down here. All right. So, I believe that's your turn. It is now Teach's turn. What would you like to do?
Ooh, I could cast this, I suppose. I'd like to cast Guiding Bolt onto
Okay.
the Shaman. Can we do that?
Yes. So, Guiding
Okay.
Bolt is new character.
So it's a flash of light that streaks towards a character, or sorry, creature, your choice within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On hits, the target takes 4d6 radiant damage.
Yo,
And-
that's a level 1 spell.
Shit.
I know.
Yeah.
And the advantage. Okay, that's pretty damn good. Okay, so roll to hit.
Okay. Whoops, okay. 3.
Oof.
Oh,
Oof.
look at me. Don't-
Oof. You see this bright bolt of light flash past the shaman's face. Oh wow. And crash my thing potentially. However,
Oof.
it misses and flies straight past him.
Ah, sad. Happens.
Any bonus actions?
Other than the unicorn, no, that's it.
Alright, awesome. The character dude. Alright, this is the really weird thing about this. The really weird thing about this guy's spells is that so he can do the ability which so his future self that he summons, right, can grab a person and bring them to the future, right? That's what he did with Bishara. He can do that twice a day, but he can only summon a clone once a day. Oh, I guess it's if he misses his. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, never mind.
I was gonna.
Yeah, I was about to say it's like that's. Yeah, I was like I've definitely read something wrong here. Anyway, okay. So it is now the shaman's turn, and the shaman is going to try to hit Vishara, and that is going to be a weapon attack +4 weapon attack. Yo, this dude is a liability. That's his second crit 1. So he's going to attempt to hit Vishar. Vishar kind of just this guy's kind of panicking now. Vishar kind of just sidesteps, and he sort of trips, and he's like sort of loses balance. And he's now gonna have disadvantage on his next attack because he has multi attack. So we're gonna roll these two. 11 and 19. Now he rolls high. Okay, so 11 and 19. And that is... So 11 plus 4, 15. Does 15 hit?
Nope.
Okay, awesome. He brings his staff down, but it just clanks off Vishar's shield. It is now Acolyte dead. Him dead. Him alive. He is now actually out of javelins. So he's going to walk towards Artend. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Alright. And he just goes, "Avenge, brother!" As he is going to attempt to slam his staff down. Or his great axe down. Where did that go? 11 plus These guys are actually pretty damn strong. They're only friggin' challenge rating a half. 11 plus 5, 16. 16 hits, I assume. And then that's going to be a d12 plus 3. 2 plus 3. You take 2 damage because you have resistance, Leon. Which is your temporary hit point, so you take no damage. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay. It is now Vishar's turn.
Okay. I am gonna do the same thing I did before.
Right.
So, I swing my warhammer, and I get a 15.
Nice. That hits.
I do 9 damage.
9 damage. Nice.
Yep.
9 plus. He is bloodied. He is just about bloodied.
Okay. I swing with my spiritual weapon.
Roll hit.
11.
11 flat. Is that all?
That's with bonuses.
Okay, so he's able to jump out of the way just barely as the weapon just slams and hits the ground.
So close.
It's so
Stop
fun.
running. And really quick, I need to use the bathroom. So I'll be right back.
No worries. Vishara, or not Vishara, Astrid. It is now your turn. Your move.
All right. I'm just gonna. That is one right in front of me, right? It's kind of small.
Well, sorry. As per tradition, I need to make this. Announcement. This is my every time VTuber on Twitch goes on announcement. He goes to the bathroom. For anybody who is currently watching either of the streams that are ongoing, remember, if you have Twitch Prime and you have that free sub, make sure to support your favorite VTubers. Make Jeff Bezos, with his own hard-earned money, subscribe to any of our lovely players here. Thank you. All right.
That is kind of funny.
Every
I like
time
that.
someone goes to nothing, it's
I like
great.
that.
The fact that he's actually paying himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, yeah. Technically is. Like, Jeff Bezos is officially subscribed to Iron Mouse like 400 times. How does that make you feel? Alright. So, sorry. As you were saying, Astrid.
There is one right in front of me, right?
Yep, the Shaman.
Okay. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna shoot him with my crossbow.
Point blank range? Okay.
At point
Oh,
blank
no,
range.
no, you can't. You get disadvantage if you
Oh, I
shoot from
can't.
close.
All right, then I'll just stab him with in the back with my dagger. Then
Alright. So,
that'll do
roll
it.
hit. I was thinking of introducing flanking mechanics, but it's just too much effort right now. What did you get?
I'm just gonna cry.
I love how like Nev's character is literally like only cast spells. That's all you can do. But then when you're out of spells, you're like, oh.
Well, I'm not out of spells. I mean, he's pretty damaged, so I didn't want to waste it.
Well,
Emotionally and physically.
I still have 2 spells
oh, okay.
and a breath.
So unfortunately,
5 probably
you
doesn't hit.
missed. Wait, you have multiple breaths?
Yeah, I think. Can't I do it twice a day? Or maybe it's once a day. I'm not
I
sure.
think it's one.
Yeah,
It's
still do
higher
normal.
level.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
get-
Once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So,
Welcome
also
back,
welcome
Kami.
welcome back, Kami.
You come back to me missing it
Thanks.
epically with my dagger and stabbing this dude that's right in front of me.
That was pretty much what I heard when I got back.
He is able to dodge. Awesome. Arton.
Mm.
It is now your move.
I'm gonna hit the guy.
Yeah, me too, Teach. I feel terrible.
Alright, awesome.
Oh, I managed to hit like
Try
1.
directly,
Okay.
Yes.
With advantage, hit
Yes.
stabby stabby.
That's 2 d20s, right?
And you take the highest one.
I hit 1 d20 instead of 2. I'll
That's fine,
roll
you just roll
another
twice.
d20.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so I roll a 10 and a 7.
So
plus
10 plus.
5, I believe.
Yep,
Yeah.
that hits.
So
Roll your damage.
15.
That very much hits. Oh
That
my.
would be a 10, but that's before mods. I believe it's plus 3.
Yeah, that's 13.
Yeah.
Yep. Man just one hit this orc.
Oh my god.
Okay, so Arton just lifts up his axe and just brings it straight down and just cleaves this dude's head clean off. He's dead. Man just one hit this orc.
That's amazing.
All right, cool. It is now. Teach's turn. Unless you have any bonus actions.
No. I'll go with the cantrip, Torn Whip.
Flying through the sky. One.
Torn Whip.
So no, sorry, I can't hear you. My quality is a bit shite.
Torn Whip.
Shite, sorry. Just use my cantrip, Torn Whip.
Okay, cool. On,
So,
I'm guessing.
The Shaman.
Yeah. All right. Thorn Whip. Let me pull it up just so I have it for future. Okay, so melee spell attack. Oh, okay, so you have to actually walk up to him. Okay. That's weird. Why is that like a long range? Why is it a short range?
It's
Oh wait, no, it's not a short
think
range.
it's got reach.
It's a range of 30 feet, but it's a Oh yeah, because a whip is melee. It's not. Okay, cool.
5.
All right, cool. That unfortunately does miss. And once again, the dude is able to just jump over.
I mean, that's technically you still doing
It's
something,
like a
though.
skipping rope.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Collateral damage or is still damage?
No, I'm guessing no thingy.
No, that's what I got.
Oh, look, I can extend. Oh, wait, no, let's go. Oh, okay.
Can I just bring my unicorn over and it's just like I just crouch to the ground, start flying to miss like 3 times, and then it just like rubs against me, just
kind of kinky.
Yeah. It's just like
Alright.
it's okay. It's okay.
Oh, all right. So, with that, it is Shaman's turn.
Thank
And
you.
Shaman is going
Oh,
to
thank you.
stabby into.
Just ignore
he's
that.
smart.
That didn't happen.
He's smart enough to not go for the person clad in full armor. So he's going to turn around and he's going to attempt to whack you with his staff. But first he's going to roll. Okay. So the first D4 is his bane. The second D4 is his bless. Ikuzo. Oh, those exploded. Oh. What is up with this guy? That's 3 nat 1s.
Wow.
Alright. He is going to once again fumble, and he's going to have disadvantage on his next multi-attack. And then we'll do the same again. He got another 1. He falls over. He tries to swing at you. You just step to the side. He kind of panics and he just trips, and he is now knocked prone.
I'm just gonna look down at him with this menacing look in my eyes because my face is covered up anyway.
Okay. Cool. Nice.
If he's prone.
Yep, you get advantage.
Yep.
So it is
This
now
is
your
gonna
turn.
hurt.
This is gonna hurt a lot. How does one get that? Like, how many crit? That's 4. That's 4 1s.
Okay. Well, I got a 20. It's a dirty 20, but
Okay.
it's still a 20.
It's 20 nonetheless. Alright. Is that
And
with
that's
advantage?
3 damage. Yes, that was with advantage.
Okay, so 3 damage. Cool.
And I'll roll spiritual weapon again. My spiritual weapon crit.
20.
Yes.
Let's go.
Oh,
Okay, go on. Roll that damage twice.
Not the best rolls, but it is 5 plus 3, so 8.
So that is
hit him like a croquet ball with that weapon.
Silence.
Did we lose Fray? Fray is both muted and deafened in Discord.
when did I mute myself?
You have no idea.
How did I even mute myself? I had my hand on my mouse. How did that even happen? Oh,
Don't ask us.
it's because I input the. So my deafen button is number pad 2. So when I put the health in. All right. What I was saying was, it is now Astorino's turn.
All right.
Lol. Magical pony 500.
All right. I'm gonna try once again to hit him with the dagger.
You have advantage.
So I
if you
I
miss
rolled
this,
twice.
We will make fun of you. Yeah.
Roll twice.
Stab him.
Nat 20. I'm not even gonna roll again.
Okay, cool. Cool. All right. Roll your 2 d4s.
Uh,
You get double rolls,
okay.
and then you add your modifier.
So
Oh, you don't have modifiers. 'Cause you're athletics. Okay, it's 3.
yeah.
This dude is prone. Like, friggin' Arton's about to come over and just end this guy's whole career.
Are you for real?
He's got to be really close.
He is quite close. So you got 3 and you got a 1. So that's 4. And I will make sure to not use my number pads. He is sort of close. Okay, Arton.
Join the party.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, yeah, Arton, you can actually reach him if you want to just bonk the crap out of this dude.
Okay.
Turn bonk.
I'll do a reckless.
Oh.
All right, you sure?
You don't need it. You don't
Oh,
need
you
it.
don't need it. Yeah, you can't get double advantage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot to roll my temporary HP again.
And then just a single d20.
No, you still get 2
Okay.
because he's knocked down.
Okay, I was kind of confused there. My bad.
Don't worry.
All right, so I rolled an 18 and a 17.
Okay, yep, well, yep.
Plus
So you
5.
yeah, so roll damage.
Base is an 8 plus 3, I believe. Yep,
8 plus 3 is
11.
11. He is still not dead. He is in a lot of pain. He's wreathing around. He's just like, ah! And he's trying to, it's like holding his gut. He's kind of in a small pool of blood. It's almost sad at this point. Teach, it's now your turn.
Can I heal him?
Hmm?
Can I heal him?
You want to heal him?
No. I'll go. I'll just do Torn Rip again.
Right. And you have advantage.
Ooh, advantage time.
I swear, if you miss this one,
Okay, we'll ignore that one. We'll ignore both of them.
Oh no!
So you lift up. You guys see him lift up his hand as this giant vine of thorns flies up into the air as he slams down, and somehow, I don't even know what to describe this, misses the dude on the ground 5 feet away from him.
It's warning shots. That's all it
It's
is.
just a warning shot. Dance, monkey, dance. Oh, yeah. All right. Perfect. Perfect. It is now his turn, and he's gonna stand up, and he's going to turn and look at Teach, and he says, "You. This is all your fault, a witch." As he's going to attempt to whack you with his staff. And that's gonna be a. Don't get a 1. I mean, he didn't get
Not
a
a
1.
one.
He didn't get a 1, but that's still
Good.
pretty bad. Okay, he misses. So the staff flies straight past you. He's very wounded. He's kind of dizzy. It just misses you totally. And he got 2 1s technically. All right. So he has. So those canceled each other out. So it's 11. What's your AC?
Mine.
At this point,
Hmm?
go ahead. I'll wait.
I believe it was 9, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So that does it. And he's going to whack you with a total of 1d10 plus 2. 8 plus 2. He whacks you, and you take 10 damage.
Okay.
You.
I was just gonna say it looks kind of like we're circling around him and just stomping him.
It really does.
Okay. That's so sad. That's actually so sad. You're just
Extremist
kicking this
case.
dude's head in. This guy. Okay, it is now Vishar's turn.
All right. Vishara goes, sit down, and then she smacks him.
Roll to hit.
She gets a 15.
15 hits. Roll damage.
She does 4 damage.
4 damage. He is so close. So
Okay.
close.
Well, spiritual weapon comes in.
Okay, come on. Come on.
19.
That hits. Roll damage. There is. All right, Vishara, how would you like to do this?
Yeah.
The big, glowing spiritual hammer just smacks right down on top of his head and puts him in the dirt.
West side,
Big
motherfucker.
hammer. Gonna big slam.
Gonna put some
And-
dirt in his eye.
Man dead. He's not there. The hammer just pulls back, and there's just a crater and just like this little pool of mush where the shaman was. And with that, you have successfully killed the spokesperson of the town, and as you guys sort of recover, you see
Oh, no.
you see several people in their houses start opening their doors, holding what look like pitchforks.
Oh
and
no!
sorts of other
I
tools.
think it's time to run. I think it's time to run.
Can we all just hop on this floating unicorn and fly away?
No.
Damn. Okay.
So, at this point, you guys begin to dart it out of there. And
Wait,
because I'm
really?
mean, I want all of you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
I mean, I still have my.
Oh my god.
17. It almost landed on 3 and I wanted to cry. I was like, oh no.
So,
Look at all these dice. Makes me
Okay.
happy.
first,
Sorry?
first I have a little story.
Yep.
So, I automatically roll twice every time I roll. I just ignore the second result usually.
Yep.
But here were my rolls: 9 and 22.
Oof. All right. Oof. So you got 9.
Yeah.
Can we just pick up Vishara and run with it?
I mean, it depends on how many of you succeed on this. It's a majority thing.
I got 5.
Oh wait, who got 5?
I did.
Oh,
I got
okay.
7.
Ah! Ah!
That's good.
No.
What did you get?
I got 17.
17.
Mhm.
Okay. So as you guys are running towards the thing. However, Vishara, still a bit weak from the time travel, trips and actually falls over.
Big anime trip scene is about to
Oh
happen.
yikes! No, oh yikes! No, no! Oh yikes! All right, and as Vishara trips over, Teach slips and falls also. And as Teach is falling, he goes and tries to grab something solid. Ends up grabbing Artend, who also falls down. And Neff, who's like a few feet in front of them, just turns around like, oh, what the heck?
Wait, do I take damage when I fall as well?
No. I
Oh
just
my
got.
god.
That would
Thank
be
you,
funny.
I've only got like 2 hit points.
Would you like to take damage? That can be arranged.
Well, remember, you're getting temporary hit points.
Oh
So
yeah, you are getting temporary. That is true.
it's definitely not been a minute. So it keeps going.
Oh, this is the beauty. Look at this. This is the beauty of digital voice spaces. I don't need to have all of these freaking figurines. I can just paste. All right, guys. So, you're about here. They're there now. You three pick yourselves up. So the way I'm doing it is just kind of movement or no movement. Because it's epic chasing. Wait, we need an epic chasing music. Let me just pick you guys up. This is not epic chasing music. This is rather mundane. Let's see what we can find. Let's see what we can find.
Me and Neff should do a double breath attack.
And kill all the free
I cannot.
You can't?
You only once a day, right?
Yeah.
You did it already.
I did.
Ah.
That's alright. I've got a... I can soil the ground in front of them.
You can one.
I can soil the ground in front of them so they fall.
You're gonna take a crap?
Yeah, that's right.
What?
No, my cantrip.
I mean, I guess you can do it on command if you're talented enough.
You know what? There is something else we could do that wouldn't be so violent.
It was Thunder Command.
Well, you guys are up
Don't
anyway.
both
You
of
guys
us
can try to
have
move again.
sleep?
Oh yeah, we do. We could have sleep.
I mean, we could double sleep the crowd.
Yo.
Yeah.
Okay, but
You
if we
could.
do that, there is one thing I'd like to do.
What?
Oh
I'd
no.
like to get. No. See, I leveled up to level 3. All right.
Yeah.
I chose the path of the bear.
Okay.
I need an item, so I would like to
Look for
somehow get one.
a bear piece of a bear.
What do you-
Rug, bear rug, or coat made with bear fur. It doesn't matter.
I can get you a
you
bear.
Roll roll wisdom.
I'm a barbarian.
Ah!
Oh, oof. This is more like, do you remember where you saw it?
I don't even know if I saw it. All right, I'm rolling. Ah, no! God damn it! No.
What did you have? What'd you roll?
1, and I already have -1 on the modifier.
Oh,
Man gets a 0. There's no saving that. Unfortunately, in this particular scenario, you are unable to find a bear rug. You're unable to remember where you saw it. Okay, so are you guys gonna cast double sleep?
I mean, I think it'd be fun.
yeah.
All right.
I'm
roll the
gonna
sleep.
walk like 30 feet away from the group before I do that.
30 feet. I mean, you can cast it at range.
Yeah, I'm walking away from the group for another reason.
I was
Oh.
hoping I
Ah.
could go shopping and maybe find my totem. but that's
Oh, you say that, but you knocked out the tavern keep, and then proceeded to
suspicious.
kill their.
He's burning people.
5d8. All right, let's go. Is this gonna let me roll d8s this time?
Yeah.
5d8.
At the very least,
Click
you
it.
guys need to take their money.
See, that time it worked. 28.
28.
And I got
yes.
22.
22. First things first, Neph, we are rolling a 20.
Roll that d20.
Let's
Ain't
nope,
afraid.
nothing happens. Cool. These boys all fall asleep.
Hey,
And DM's plans are shattered. Alright, cool.
Can I pickpocket them?
You
I mean,
there's you can if you want. Do you wanna?
Would they have?
Wake up.
Yeah, would they wake up?
They won't wake up. Roll wisdom.
Okay. Roll wisdom. That will be. Where's my modifier? 18.
18. You realize there's a lot more than 8 people living in this town. These are just the main people who have come out.
I'm gonna suggest that we skedaddle then. Let's get the hell out of here.
This is DM being nice roll.
Do anyone have armor?
Well-
No.
Oh, you're
could
still
stop-
naked, aren't you?
Yeah.
we could stop in this armory next to us. You know,
sure.
Yeah,
reform.
let's
They're
run
asleep.
through
got
the
a minute or
armory and just start grabbing stuff. Let's just run through it and start grabbing
I guess that
with
is
our
your
hands.
loot. All right, that's fair. I will. So you guys start grabbing things, and you make your way out of the village. We'll roll for it in. Oh my gosh, Teach's freaking. Okay, there.
Teach knows
As
how
you
to
guys
party.
are running, you see the guards, and they're like, "Hey, what's up? Where are you guys going in such a hurry? What's wrong?
A
Did
witch
something
is
happen?"
attacking us.
Oh
One
my
of the
gosh.
witches escaped.
Roll deception.
Deception.
Yes, because that is a blatant lie.
12.
12. What is their intelligence? Yeah.
Haha, let's
You hear
go.
that? There's witch. Let's go get him. Fear not, you guys. The town guard is on their way. Let's go.
Thank you so much. I yell over my shoulder as I don't
They
stop
walk.
running.
You guys make your way all the way out. And suddenly, in the distance, you hear a witch has put all these people to sleep in Lego City. No. Yeah. All right, and you guys make your way safely out of the grounds of the village. I would like all 4 of you, to roll investigation. This is for your looties. Your loot.
Nat
Oh
20.
my
Let's
God.
go.
It's like the best thing to get a nat 20 on.
Well, I got a 14.
14.
I got
Oh, who got
that.
1? Leon.
Yeah, no.
Dummy. All right. So the challenge rating was 0 to 4. It was not a horde. Roll loot. Okay. So, Leon, you once again miss out on your chance of grabbing a bear rug. But you do have 3. You were able to see some, what do you call it? Some old. You nabbed what was like a sacrificial kind of dagger. It's very ornate. It's worth a bit of money. So you find that, but that's all you were able to really grab in the rush.
Okay.
Okay, let's okay, and meanwhile, Neph, you on the 20, so I'm going to go extremes. You were able to grab a potion of mind reading. It's a potion of mind reading. You're able to see it on the label.
Okay.
And basically, what it is, when you drink this, you gain the effect of detect thoughts. Spell save DC 13.
Okay.
Okay. You're also able to find what's called a furious dagger. Let me just double check. I know if I remember. Da, da, da. Okay, so basically, oh, well, damn. So yeah, you find a Furious Dagger, and I will send you very quickly what Furious means on thingy. Feel free to read that in your spare time.
Okay.
I will. It's basically stronger. It's got an extra +2 on it. Cool. Okay. Next, you also find what looks like a gem. It's a bright red gem. It was kind of on one of the tables. You grabbed it as you were running away.
Okay.
Cool. Oh, I forgot to mention as well. You were able to Leon. I forgot. You also found one of those gems. It seems to be what was it called? So the one that Neph found was onyx, and the one that you found was a small piece of what was it called? It's a small piece of quartz. So that's what you find. Okay, cool. And let's see. Roll. Peach. You're actually able to nab, because your belongings were actually in there. So you're able to like nab a load of your rucksack, which may be your
Yay.
belongings. So you've got your leather armor, you've got your staff, I believe. Just you have your starting set, which includes your starting gold. You also find a piece of quartz, and you find what is called you find a vial of you find a small vial of acid.
Ooh.
And finally, Kami, you were able to find a you were able to pick up a very ornate, like what looks like it almost looks like one of those, do you know the masks that you see in drama kind of thing, where one half is smiling and one half is sad?
Yes.
You find one of those, and it's very ornate, and it's like lined, it's stitched with a silver thread. So it's quite valuable. And it's, however, there is one distinction. On the front, there's like a black hand, like painted on the front as if it was stamped on. So this seems to be some sort of ceremonial mask. Seems to be worth quite a bit. And you
With
find
the name of the cult, I can guess a little.
yeah. And you find a potion of healing as well. And lastly, you are able to find a... Oh, this is kind of funny. So you find a warhammer of what was it called? Warhammer of Illumination. So once a day, you can cast light on that item. Kind of a bit underwhelming, but hey, I'm sure it'll come in handy. And then, so that's what you guys find on the, just individually. However, afterwards, this will be stuff you can kind of like, this is what you guys would have gotten anyway. You guys find what is called a Seerlet of Blasting, which is a Seerlet that allows you to cast, let me get... If someone wants to take this down, this party loot, so you can divide that amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
So the Seerlet of Blasting allows you to cast Scorching Ray, and when you do it, you do so with an attack bonus of +5. And it's you can use that once per day. Another thing you guys do find is where is it? Where is it? Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Oh yes, you find the famous. You find a very specific. This is something that the shaman was using. It was the staff that he was using. And you notice it has a strange button on it. It's very ornate. It's silver. It's like this silver ornate rod with a little button on it. Okay,
Yeah.
you find that as well, and as well as that, you guys find about you find this big fat gem that the shaman was wearing around his neck. Worth a lot of money. You'll need to get them appraised. You'll need to get the gems appraised to find the true cost. And you guys also find a +1. What does that say? +1 war axe, which is pretty damn good. I'm surprised I decided to put this in there. That's really damn strong. Oh well, it's there. I'll let you guys have it. That's really strong. Holy crap! What the heck? Why is that there?
I was like, oh, holy shit.
Wait, yo, why is this here? +1 enchantment. Doesn't that cost like 3,000 gold to put on a weapon? It's expensive.
Depends. There's no hard and fast rule. So,
Yeah. Oh well.
but
Plus
+1
one, okay.
weapons are considered common.
Oh, they are? Really?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, there it is. Yeah, you guys find +1 more X. Just because this is more of a town, than a main dungeon, so I was trying to populate with us. Anyway, cool.
So what you're saying is we need to pillage more villages.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all.
I
God.
mean, I was thinking about pillaging this one. They're literally burning people to death. They're
Well, I think we ended
criminals.
that.
Yeah, I hope so.
I don't know. We took out the leaders, but
But there's
someone
more
else has
loot.
stepped up.
There's more loot in that village. We can get more.
Bashar. Please.
I do not think my goddess would be happy about that.
But
By the way, are you guys gonna do anything with the rod?
Can I have it?
The one with the butt. Are you gonna like do anything
It
with it?
depends. Which rod is it?
It's
There's two
all you
rods
know
with
is that
buttons.
it's bright silver and there's a button on it.
I mean, I know of 2 rods with buttons on them.
Oh yeah.
So, but the one would be insane, because yeah, that would be insane. But I don't know which it is.
There's only one way to find out.
I mean, I'll hit the button. I'll hit the button.
All right. You hold it in the air, and you press the button. And at first, it doesn't feel like anything has happened until you take your hand off it, and it stays floating in the air.
It's that one. That's the 3rd one. I forgot about the 3rd one.
Wasn't either of the two that you thought?
No.
You have found an immovable rod. A rod which can... wait, who here has arcane knowledge? Actually, both of you do. Both Fishara and Astrid do. So can you both roll Arcana for me?
I do too.
Oh, you do too? Oh, yes, you're a spellcaster. Yep. All of you roll Arcana. Anyone roll over 12?
I rolled an 8.
That's a
I
no.
rolled 19.
That is a yes. All right.
Oh,
Teeth. A what?
a tree.
Okay, Bashar. You, ironically, are the only one who knows what this is. Sorry, it's the opposite of irony. What is it irony? Because you're legit the only person who knows what it. Anyway, so the immovable rod, you're able to explain to them, can take 8. It will once the button is pressed, it is fixed in place and can take 8,000 pounds of weight. To move it, a creature must make a DC 30 strength check. Moving the fixed rod up to 10 feet. So it's useful. It's useful. Gotta be creative, but it's useful. All right, guys. And with that, you guys sort of stand in a field far away from the city that you have left in utter ruin. Or it's not really a city; it's a village. With a cloaked figure that you guys do not recognize. What would you guys like to do? And also, we'll probably, after you guys talk and stuff, we might end it because it's getting quite late.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn to the cloaked figure, and I'm gonna ask him, her, I don't know, if the name Fordrin means anything to them.
You recognize the name. It is the person. Yeah, you recognize the name. You recognize. You remember the story. You remember what happened. Maybe didn't we say it was like 10 years ago? Or no, it was over 10 years ago. Over 10 years ago.
A while ago. Yeah.
Like a long time ago. You were exploring a ruin, and they were your original mentor, and they were locked in a room and sort of pushed you out before they were locked in, and that's so you recognize the name. Peach.
Yeah. Sorry, just get there for a sec.
No worries.
Yeah, I can't really speak up that much here.
No
Almost the there.
Yeah, we gotcha. No problem.
That's fair. We could, if you guys want, we could end it here and pick up on this next time, the conversation and stuff.
That's fine by me.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Are we
If
good with
that'd be better.
Because the big this more of a talking section in it.
Yeah. That way Teach can participate too.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are you guys good? That was a nice little. I wanted to give you guys a nice little break you guys in, break you guys in before we throw you back into that friggin' dungeon. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, that brings us to the end of the session. You have successfully secured a potential new member to your party. Part of the prophecy.
We got loot.
Loot. And I got pie.
You got
I'm
pie.
not
Oh, you still have the
curious
pie,
about
don't
the
you?
Oryx.
Yeah, I still have one pie left.
Magical weapons. Or not magical. Yeah, you got some magical weapons. You got some immovable rod. So more useful than you guys think. And yeah, that brings us formally to the end of the session. Thank you guys so much for making the time.
Yes, thank you. It was fun. Good to be back.
It is.
It's good to be back. Good to be back.
Kami gets to enjoy the other half of Dungeons & Dragons after DMing for so long. Actually, do you have any other campaigns going besides Celestia?
At the moment, just celestially.
Alright, so you get to.
Wow.
So this is your only chance to play as a player, basically.
Yeah. Though, I do have 2 Celestia campaigns.
Oh.
So,
Damn.
the main one and a test one.
Damn. That's pretty cool, actually. Oh, cool. And you can bring. Yeah, and you were saying you would bring people over and stuff. Oh, that's actually really handy.
Yeah.
But yeah. So if anybody needs to go, feel free to. I'm down for staying, chilling for a bit, recapping, catching up. But if anyone needs to go, feel free to.
Well, it's 8:30. I should actually make dinner.
Oh, yeah. Food is important.
Food is important. I'm actually munching on a breakfast bar right now.
Nice.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much once again.
Yes, thank you.
Hopefully this was fun.
Oh, definitely.
And
It was.
hopefully I will see you guys again on the next episode of still currently unnamed campaign.
we need to name this campaign.
There's a lot of things.
Dungeons
Right?
and Dragons Ball Z.
Like,
Never again.
Okay.
I
Have
love how,
fun.
like,
You too,
Oh,
Kami.
thank
Enjoy
you.
your dinner.
I
See
still
you
love how
later.
See ya.
did they not think ahead? See you coming. Did they not think ahead? How it literally just spells balls. I'm like, was that done on purpose?
I don't know, but I've seen it and thought Dragon Balls, like with the hard Z sound.
Yeah, it's just Dragon Balls.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, if it's intentional, fair play. But if it's not, that's quite funny.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
Oh.
But to be fair, in a lot of other languages, like including the original Japanese language, they call it Dragon Ball Zeto.
Ah,
It's
Okay.
not Z. It's
okay. That
like
that
Z.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. That is a sufficient. That is sufficient explanation. All right, guys. Once again, thank you. Hopefully, it was good. You guys got to test out your new level 3 stuff. Actually, no. Leon still needs a bear cloak. I mean, there are bears in the wilderness. You can always hunt one.
Yeah, I was thinking
Yeah.
about
I
that.
recommend we do that.
Like the next rest or whatever.
No, by all means. By all means. Bears aren't the biggest threat out there. You guys have fought friggin' eldritch beasts at this point. Fun fact, bears are a very good way to accidentally kill your party at level 1, though. Because level 1 characters are really weak. You
Yeah.
can sneeze at level 1 and they'll die. But alright, guys. Thank you once again. for
Yes,
chilling,
thank you.
And also, welcome. Is Teach still here? Teach, welcome to the campaign.
Welcome, Teach.
Yeah. Alright, guys. Talk to
Yep.
Later.
See you later. Bye.
you. Bye.
All right, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. It's good to be back streaming. I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. I've got a few things I still gotta get ready for tomorrow's stream. And I'm gonna be doing Pokemon Nuzlocke, Sword and Shield. Probably will be on Sword. It'll be at 6:30 a.m. PST, 9:30 a.m. EST, 3:30 p.m. CET. So it's gonna be a morning stream, and this one's gonna be on YouTube also. So make sure you check out my YouTube channel to catch that one. And then after that, the next stream isn't gonna be until Thursday. You're fine, Noko. You're doing school stuff. That's probably a little more important right now. Yep. So I'll be doing my very first Nuzlocke tomorrow morning. So hopefully it'll be fun. I'm gonna try to do a lot of chat interaction stuff with it. So look forward to that. But you all have a lovely night, and I will see you next time. Bye.